All right, hey everyone, welcome to a Zelda Speedruns Ocarina of Time item randomizer. We've got a standard tournament season 4. This is a winner's bracket round 2 with MrMario7788 versus SeYsEy. I forgot how to pronounce that. SeYsEy. And I've got two awesome comms with me, Banana Lord and Joe Dies at the end. How's it going?
Pretty good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good over here. Sorry to interrupt everyone's riveting pasta chat, but we do have a race starting in just about now.
Obviously, the pasta was much more important. It's just the pasta. Zelda spaghetti runs. And looks like we're gonna get started in just right now.
Right about now? Okay, so nice off we are. Child start in Kokiri Forest with Mini Wet as our song, which SeYsEy is playing immediately.
And I saw something about the stingers in Jabu, but I didn't actually read what it was.
I missed it as well.
It was on Mr. Mario's side, but oh, okay. Well,
strength 1 in Mido's house.
Yeah, and some cash. And Song of Time from Saria. Ganon's Castle, Way of the Hero. That is good to know. We do start with a medallion, so that's gonna be nice for Ganon's Castle, Way of the Hero.
The early checks and an early strength too, which points to hopefully a good sign.
Oh, and seeing that we're a little bit ahead, after these hints, I'll try refreshing.
Like Frogs 2 and Big Goron are both dead?
Frogs 2 is double defense, I'm pretty sure. But, I mean, you don't need it. Alright, I'm refreshing right now. Hopefully that fixes the sync issues. Was that a wallet on the stinger chest?
It was synchronizing for me, but I think it might have been.
Looked like a wallet to me. Did anyone in chat catch that?
I'm gonna refresh as well, so...
Yes, okay. Looks like it was a wallet. So that's hopefully not needed. We're getting some interesting hinted, hopefully dead, or dead but interesting checks. Got the wallet and the double defense already.
Yeah, well, might be required logically, but mechanically, these players are pretty good. Mr. Mario, a favorite in this tournament for many. SeYsEy pulling off an upset in his most recent match. They're pretty confident. Hopefully it won't come down to needing a wallet, but...
I sure hope not. Well, since this has the bridge on 2 medallions, that does remove most of the really scary wallet stuff. There's very few things that players of this skill level wouldn't just be able to cheese without a tunic. It's really the, blue fire that was going to be really hard required, and that's probably not going to be an issue since you can get it from one trial. We'll see. It looks like Mr. Mario's going Lost Woods. SeYsEy is heading out into the field.
Doing his overland checks, heading towards the Open Grotto. Open Grotto, Lake Hylia, probably setting up his Scarecrow song. Nothing much pointing them in any directions at this point. Strength is nice, but it doesn't really decide anything at this point. Oh, SeYsEy turning around and going.
Song. And 40 is dead. Okay.
Early lens. No magic, but not that it really matters except for one
treasure chest minigame. Also, I really like SeYsEy's tunic color. That like
It is
blue purple. It's really pretty.
That is a nice blue purple. I think Mr. Mario randomed that light green, which is almost vanilla-ish, but
Yeah, I think it's a bit brighter than vanilla, but only slightly. SeYsEy's going for skulls and the 3-song route. Already got Saria one. Gonna go for Melon. Mr. Mario's looks like he's also gonna do that.
oh, Song of Storms early. Okay.
That's good to have early.
Couple grottos. It does open up bottom of the well, but it's not really a play you want to make without any explosives or Zelda's Lullaby, so we probably won't see any activity from that anytime soon.
Is SeYsEy's video really crunchy for anybody else, or is that just on my end?
It's crunchy for me, but I think on the main stream it's looking okay. So.
Okay, well, that's what matters then. Maybe it's the commentary page end. Anything good in the windmill?
Power container.
He doesn't need it. I was just about to say, like, you probably want to get that since you're 3 hearts. He's like, nope, I am good. I can do this with 3 hearts.
Yeah, knowing that a wallet is on a Jabu check, get an extra little bit of buffer time just in case you do have to fight a dragon or something would be nice, but...
And he's going right for those storm checks.
I've seen quite a few races decided on checking those storm checks, so I do not blame SeYsEy for going for them.
Yeah, especially this one that's directly next to your start, and you're going to be either using a song or a save warp to get out of that not the windmill, what is it called? The cow silo thingy. So, I think that was a really smart play.
Mr. Mario handles it, though.
And now I would guess that SeYsEy's probably going for the Open Grotto Hylia route, unless he just wants to go straight to Castle, but...
Looks like he's headed towards Castle,
Yeah,
probably
actually
getting the
does.
hint and going adult. You do have Minuet, so that's another free song. Nothing really opens up for Child. I mean, technically Dodongo is open now, but that does not feel good.
Yeah, you don't really want to do strength-only Dodongos. Well, even though, I mean, it would... You do want to get dungeons out of the way pretty quickly in this seed, because it's Way of the Hero Ganon's Castle and you already have 1 medallion. I mean, we don't know for sure what's going to be on Dodongo's Cavern, but I would at least be thinking of, trying to get a medallion fast.
I think SeYsEy is going to find out for us quite soon, so... But in the meantime, he's going to shoot some gems. Probably get a hint or two, and then become adult.
Strength DC isn't that bad for you, Zopar, because you're a lot better than me.
It's
Ooh, and
pretty
the
bad.
swag camera from Mr. Mario does not make the game any faster or anything. It's just hard to do, and it looks cool.
It does look cool. So we are getting a river play, it looks like, from this
And
Mario.
it looks like from SeYsEy we're getting the start of the Skullmask quest as well. Fair enough. And yeah,
Will anyone go for Bunny Hood strats? Probably not. Not a good start for it, but we could hope.
Bolero's Serenade, 50 is Dead, Fire's Foolish, and Forest Way of the Hero.
Yay.
At least I'm pretty sure that was 50 Dead. That was the only one that that I couldn't 100% read that fast. Oh, it was 40.
40. It was 40 again. Okay, so... Yeah, which means Foolish Fire definitely going to be top of the top chess boss cake. So
yeah, and definitely going to be a medallion. Okay, Bigger on sword in the crate. That's nice to have early.
Definitely nice to have. Before even becoming an adult, already having the biggie stick.
You don't even need the Master Sword. You're gonna get it and just stop using it immediately. What do we got? Deku, DC, Shadow, Fire, and did not actually see the last one because it went really fast.
The Shadow.
And that was just another Frog's 2 hint at the bottom of the valley. Alright, so that definitely makes the DC play a lot better.
Still no explosives, but
that will give you actually another song check as well, because it's a forest medallion.
you hold off till you have a bomb bag.
Or at least some bomb shoes. There's some cash from Roof Guy. And Temple of Time, Way of the Hero. Okay.
Huh. Okay. So Nocturne on Nocturne on Prelude?
Or ZL or something.
Yeah. No, ZL can ZL be hinted that way?
Oh, you're right. No, in these settings ZL isn't Way of the Hero. So it probably is it's Nocturne or maybe Requiem if you need to do Child Spirit. Or I guess it could be like Suns if something's in the Sun Song Grave. Ooh, and there's some Chews in the Windmill, so that is going to be good for the DC play.
That's all you really need is, well, hopefully it's the 20 pack for SeYsEy, but we'll see. Well, there's ZL.
Nice. So that makes you want to rush DC even more because you want to find out whatever Way of the Hero song that is. Because if it's, it might just be Nocturne, but if it's not Nocturne, that gives you a lot of information as well. Okay.
Hey, there's our bombs. Okay, yeah, just go to DC now. Don't bother with pretty much anything else at this point.
I think it's fair enough to finish clearing a Dolcak, but yeah, rush it. There's some bombs in the house.
You're thinking right that it's probably Nocturne. I would think that you're thinking it's probably Nocturne over on a. So you're most likely going to have an easy way back to CAC.
But what I meant about like the information is if it's not Nocturne, you immediately know something you have to do. Like, especially because they already got the lens. Like, if it's Requiem, you know there's something required in Child Spirit. If it's Sun Song, you know there's something in the Sun Song Grave.
Yeah. Well, it's not the Hylian Shield Grave, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, or if it's Saria's. That looked like a stick in the crate.
Yeah, that was just a stick. A stick in the TARDIS, so nothing to worry about there.
For people wondering about that being called the TARDIS, there's a runner called the 10th Doctor who once legendarily lost a race due to missing what was in there. It's the 10th Doctor's box, so people call it the TARDIS now. That is the crate up at the top of the graveyard.
It's one of my favorite references in this community.
Yeah, I love that one too. That's just such a perfect pun. Like, how perfect is it that someone called the 10th Doctor got a box with stuff inside it named after them? I think before that it was just called the Graveyard Ledge Crate. Oh, you mean like what was it? Okay, slingshot on Dompe. Yeah, I think it was a boomerang that he thought was a stick. Which is, you know, easy to do. Sometimes the freestanding models are really hard to tell what they are.
Yeah, especially if you're looking at them at the wrong angle and trying to get a look quick. But Zio giving another quick check here, so windmill paying off already.
Yeah, and that slingshot does open up the target in the woods check. That's one more thing.
I mean, logically required for Goma, but...
True, also that. So I guess it's more... with the Goma logic, I feel like it's less that it unlocks stuff and more that it just means you're like, phew, I don't have to worry about horrible Way of the Hero slingshot logic. 'Cause that's one of those just feels bad man Way of the Hero items. And what are we getting off the grave?
Bonus. Okay.
Okay.
Pretty early. Yeah. Definitely speeds things up quite a bit and opens up GTG.
Yeah, we do need the Kokiri sword to get Gomer right now, but the slingshot's one piece of it. And there's Bolero from Minuet that was hinted, but it's nice to have. It immediately chains into another song.
Yep, gonna get a serenade here. So just some convenience, but not.
You can get a look at what's on the volcano. With
Yeah,
that
look
20 heart
ruby.
timer. Okay, it's just a heart container. SeYsEy might be wishing that he got that heart container from the windmill right now with that 20-second timer.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a rough.
Not the windmill, the silo. Why do I always call that the windmill?
Right, I think everyone understands what you mean.
Good. It's tall, it's made of stone, it's in a farm. Basically the same thing. And that bomb bag opens up even more checks here in Kakariko.
So many
Everything's just kind of chaining together really nicely.
See what the redeads are holding for us. Oh, bloopy.
Money! And Mr. Mario is just going to be right behind with getting all these, bomb bag good items. We'll see what he does with that.
And SeYsEy's buying his shield. I mean, he's going into Dodongo, but...
And it looks like he's heading up there right now. Which,
Well, I guess buying a shield's not too terrible because Twin Rova is a stone, so you're less likely to find a mirror shield anytime soon.
true.
It's gonna be on the ledge, because it's always on the ledge when you don't need it.
That really does happen more often than you would think. That didn't look like a mirror shield, though.
No,
I
it
think
did
that was
not.
a heart, a recovery heart, based on SeYsEy's heart color.
Yeah, it looked like bomb shoes to me for a sec, but SeYsEy wouldn't turn down bomb shoes going into here.
It looked
when you
kind
only
of
got
like
five.
It looked kind of transparent and blue, and he does have blue hearts, so I thought it was a recovery heart. Ocarina of Time was that SeYsEy's song?
It is. So very unlikely that this is an AD run, but unless Dancing Dad has something.
Yeah, it's Dancing Dad or Skull Kid. A good hint to have, though. Also a scary thing just in the back of your mind. Hey!
Found them for everyone. Zooter safely.
Zooter safely. That's 1 for meme percent. We're definitely not going to be getting full meme percent because we know that double defense is on frogs too.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We're not ADing for double defense, so.
We're not going to AD for the DD.
But yeah, with Saria's song being on OoT, it's looking more and more likely that it's Requiem or Nocturne for Way of the Hero.
Yeah, probably.
Simple time at this point.
Because we already got Epona's as well. That was another possibility. So unless it's just something really weird, it's probably Requiem or Nocturne.
Totally gonna be. Well, actually, if it's Sun Song, I think our runners would really like that.
Yeah, that would just be obvious. It's in this one check. Go do it.
Go do it, and whatever that does, it points you directly where you need to go next. So.
Yeah. Even if it's Requiem, that just means it's in Child Spirit, or at least something you need is in Child Spirit, go and do that. And they have the slingshot, so they can do some stuff. So far, nothing really in DC, but it's a really good medallion.
Oh yeah, you have to do it. It's
You need your Way of the Hero. It'll open up your Way of the Hero Ganon's castle, and it'll also give you your Way of the Hero song check in Temple of Time. And, you know, it's a medallion. You need them. Shadow Warrior, we already found Lens. It was on the scrub by the bridge in Lost Woods. So that's why if we get Requiem, we know that it's Child Spirit. Okay.
Aurora's Wind, very nice. Okay.
Two magic spells in one place. Interesting, but really good to get early.
Yes.
That was really nice, like double bomb jump there for SeYsEy.
Just showing off, just making us all feel bad.
Pretty much.
I like Mr. Mario's routing, which is helping him catch up for his early plays not paying off. He realized it was a time, so he didn't bother checking Windmill early. He looped through that way. It's given him a little bit extra play, and he knows that he's going to do Dodongo, so might as well approach it this way, get the extra check here.
Yeah, he has really made up some time after going out of his way to do early stuff that did not pay off.
Very uncharacteristic for Mr. Mario's early plays not to pay off. He seems to have some very special luck with that type of stuff.
That's unfortunate in this one then. You're right, that was bomb shoes on the top. I guess SeYsEy was just like, nah, I got the bomb bag, I'm good. Oh, grabbing the edge.
Let it go down. No! It was a 10-pack of shoes, too. Very nice to get, especially when you're already sporing the 5, not wasting any.
Yeah. And Mr. Mario does have the bigger on sword. That is pretty much the only payout he got.
It doesn't really help here, though,
yeah,
so...
But it is going to help him make up time if SeYsEy doesn't go for it on some of the bosses.
The river usually feels so bad when, but in this case, it might pay off for him.
And anything on King Dodongo? Nope.
Just a little love.
Just like a worse version of Vanilla Reward. Now, I'm imagining SeYsEy's probably gonna rush Temple of Time and rush Ganon's castle, but we'll see.
I would. You don't have a hook shot, so Bolero doesn't help you get into Goron City. I would think that maybe dipping in there real quick.
That's
since
true.
it's a little bit of a pain to get back to, but no, he's okay.
Not sure what he's doing there.
A little confused.
So am I. I'm sure this is going to be some Galaxy Brain play.
Is he checking the grotto here since he got the bomb bag early? But the Wolf Grotto and all the...
Oh, Mellors is probably right. He's going to Goron City through the Lost Woods, probably. And checking the grotto on the way.
Yeah, there are a bunch of bomb checks that the bomb bag opened up here, so...
Yeah, makes sense. An interesting play, but I can see why, just clearing out this area while you're here.
Watch it pay off. Nope,
Okay,
just
well,
a
this
shot.
Definitely not going to have any weird slingshot logic in this one.
No,
I am
thank
very
you.
glad about. Slingshot logic, wallet logic, tunic logic. Those are just some of the worst things to get.
There's the mirror
Okay, there's a mirror shield. Guess
You're gonna get it nice
like
and early.
60% of people, the 60% of people who voted to buy a shield didn't pay off. Also, yeah, with Stone Spirit, that is a little bit scary.
Thankfully, Lost Woods is not pointed to way the hero, so
Yeah, that could be completely useless for all we know. But it is kind of worrying. And the ice arrows? Well, there's Bongo in logic. We're getting there on our... Yeah, you're right, Alistair. That was definitely way of the hero.
totally
ice
way
arrows.
the hero.
We're getting there on our meme percent that we're unfortunately never going to finish because frogs too.
Gotta figure out more ways to incorporate ice arrows into some Freaky Friday stuff.
We really do, yeah. I don't know. It's not like in Majora's Mask where they do very much other than Bongo. So I'm not sure what it would be.
The last one that we had on a Freaky Friday that used the ice arrows was freezing the slider traps.
Oh
Which
yeah,
is
I forgot
something
about
that-
that. Okay,
Oh,
well
what?
there's the light arrows. That's nice.
No magic meter, so no easy money, but
And
good to
no
find. Don't have to worry about it.
distractions, but you don't have to worry about them. No chance of this being, you know, you go to Ganon and he's like, you'll never find the light arrows that I hid in the AD dungeon. And just some money from Instagram.
Okay. You already know that coming here wasn't a waste, so... Oh, it's a little bit of a waste. You could have done that check as a child, so...
But you would have had to come here at some point.
This feels awkward for SeYsEy doing the upper volcano checks on less than 4 hearts right now. It's gonna be cutting it tight.
You really got to go fast here. And you can't do all the checks in here anyway, but you can get some of them. Wonder if Mr. Mario is gonna follow the same path, if he's just gonna go straight for
Booking
something
it.
else. Looks like. I guess he skipped some Kakariko stuff. Alright, there's a bottle.
Regular
Good to
ghost, though.
have. Yeah, not the big boy Poe. You can
The
drink
delicious Spectre.
And shooting the sun is dead.
Which less emphasis on water, which being a stone feels even better.
It's good not to have to worry about that one, because if you don't have the suns, that's just really annoying.
Miss Mario remembered what the hint was and was like, oh, I could just grab that later. I don't need it now. It looks like he's making that same kind of rotation where he's going to clear out.
I think so. I mean, he will,
It's something that
if he
these
does the
high-level
same thing.
players know that we don't.
Well, that's why they've made it this far, and we're not in the competition. I mean, I'm also not in the competition because I didn't enter. I don't know about you, but...
I didn't either this season.
Oh, Market Foolish. That's good to know. Rip treasure chest minigame.
Yep, no more treasure chest. So that lens was, well, not
It
entirely.
could be required. I mean, wasteland, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was a very nice hint. I agree. That kills Big Pose, Bomb Chew Bowling. Ooh, that's a really nice mirror shield color on Mr. Mario's side.
Matches his tunic.
Yeah, and the green and silver look really nice. Yeah. Rip Richard, he will never be brought back to his owner.
Yeah, she just loses him the next night anyway. Doesn't really matter.
Also, he's not really lost. He's like a block from her house. She really could have just sort of walked outside and found him. Alright, and adult spawn is that one house. I don't know the name of that house, that one house. That's
The
a
one
really
where
useful-
Talon's hiding in.
Yeah, that's a really useful adult spawn, I think.
I think that's Anju's house, actually. Yeah, that's Anju's house.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh. Even though she's standing next to a house, that one's Impa's house. Alright, we are gonna see the... Oh, we're gonna see the Boulder of Destiny, and then I think we're gonna see Temple of Time stuff. We will find out what the Way of the Hero song is. I'm gonna kill the chest first. And it's just a heart.
Yeah.
Heart is our destiny today.
But Mr. Mario is about to get his light arrows.
So this will not be a wasted trip.
It's kind of a wasted trip, but it's fine.
At least they got something.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see. We're about to find out what our Way of the Hero song is.
No, we're not. We're just gonna go straight to GC.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be a song, so the priority on it's
You wanna
not gonna
do
really
Ganon's
help you.
house first. Actually, yeah, this does make a lot of sense because you're gonna use the song presumably to warp. Not a ton that he can do in here, but it's Way of the Hero. It makes sense.
And you have a bottle. You can grab some blue fire while you're here.
True, yeah. You can chug your Poe and get some fire.
They didn't check the Metagoron hint, right? You just
No, he didn't. He went out of his way to check the crater hint, but not this one. And 50 is Din's.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
that
so
seems
Mr.
bad
Mario-
that SeYsEy skipped that.
Yes. So Mr. Mario now, just by information,
Okay.
is
Well,
taking a bit of a lead there.
SeYsEy better hope he goes back for that hint or finds one somewhere else. Also,
Yes.
oh boy, it's a 50 skull seed.
Yes, it is.
And it's so
Luckily,
with the bow in
early-
Ganon's castle.
luckily-
for SeYsEy.
we got early lullaby, so that's pretty much. Oh, but we still are gonna need hovers too.
There's a bow and a wallet in Ganon's castle so far.
And
Really
you know,
hoping
the other
it's
wallet.
not the wallet.
I'm pretty sure it'd be the
Probably
bow.
not. Bow is just a little bit scary because there's two other ones.
Yeah, but bow locked bows are pretty.
Yeah, it's
comfortable.
it's most likely either the bow or potentially something else that's like locked somewhere else in here.
Problem is, bow doesn't give you much. You already know that big Poes are dead.
Well, Forest Temple was Way of the Hero, so once we get Hook Shot, that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
But who knows when that's going to be?
Both the validation chest to check. No magic to drop Roar's Wind here, but it's still
That
definitely worth
bottle's
checking.
actually going to be a lot more important considering this is a 50 skull seed.
Oh yeah.
We have like no items.
No boomerang, no hook shot. 50 skulls are in logic right now, and that's it. Actually, I think it's 51.
Oh, that hurts so bad that SeYsEy skipped that hint. If the
Yeah.
other one's like back of lake or something, he is in a lot of trouble. Toxic is saying it's 49 skulls in logic.
49?
Oh, never buy a shield. Just get the Deku shield from the validation chest. Alright.
Ganon's most precious treasure, a plank of wood.
You know, the chest is on fire, but the Deku shield inside the chest is fine.
What was that? Was foolish?
That
Market.
was Market. That was
okay.
the one we saw on SeYsEy's side already. People in chat seem to agree that there aren't 50 skulls in logic yet.
Okay, so 49.
Felix thinks it's more like 30, but I don't know. I don't have the skull thingy up. I'm just listening to chat. And I think now we're gonna see...
I would believe Felix, but
but the other person was Toxic.
but the other
just
person
assume
is
Toxic knows exactly
Toxic knows
everything.
knows it too. Because it's the first. I remember have been seeds where first logical hook shot was on 50 skulls. So
Well, at least we know it's not that.
yeah.
All right, and we're about to see what the song is. Is it going to just be Nocturne or? Yeah.
Could it be
nothing spicy?
the first hook shot locked in the first chest of Shadow?
Where? Wonder if SeYsEy's gonna go well, because it's a lot of checks and he has everything he needs for it now.
That is a lot of checks. It's not a bad play. You don't have too much direction. He is playing Nocturne, so that's...
Man, like, what else are you gonna do at this point? There's not a whole lot of check-dense locations right now, and it's a free hint. It was another bigger on one. I think that would have had to have been the other 50 skulls to bail SeYsEy at this point.
Yeah.
Toxic is saying that there's 31. And Danpei just has some sticks.
Pointy sticks.
Point-head sticks. Oh, I'm really hoping that SeYsEy finds that hint, though. I mean, he's going for skulls right now, just because until you know they're all dead, you want to go for it, but...
Yeah.
You also don't just do 50 skulls without knowing what it's going to be.
It's that point where you're like, well, I need to do something. Might as well do the 50, but...
Yeah.
Sunsong uploading CAC. Yep, that's going to be the case too.
Probably.
Just to make it even more miserable.
Burning Kakarai. Yeah, if the other 50 skulls hint is like Back Lake or something, SeYsEy is in a lot of trouble. I feel like this has been a fairly like dry early seed in terms of items. We've got like every song except the ones we really want, but not a whole lot of useful items.
It's been very pointed. There's been no real decision-making items to get.
Yeah. It's like, here's a lot of stuff that's going to be useful later, but isn't right now. Alright, and it looks like SeYsEy is going well.
If there was an early hook shot where we could see some decision-making, but as it stands now...
We can... thank you. I was just about to say we should add to the bot commands that Temple of Time was Nocturne. We did that, so good. You could add the Ganon's Castle with bow question mark. You're doing a good job, Angry Demon Noises.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job. Especially in rolling these seeds.
Yeah, you rolled a 50 skull din seed. Mr. Mario got the 50 skull hint and SeYsEy did not. So far we've only seen one copy of it. And this is also a check that SeYsEy did not do. Oh, there's magic in the well.
That extra check that most people forget. Song of Time actually opens.
I completely forgot about that as well, yeah, until people in chat were talking about it. But it did not pay off. Rob Dog, this seed has been okay, except for we just found out it's 50 skull dins.
And I was looking quite jet, feel that. And everything was just going one place to another, not really...
It's also scary because the 50 skull hint was on Medigoron, which Mr. Mario checked and SeYsEy skipped. So we will see. Hopefully it's on another easy to get hint and he finds it. What is that in the coffin?
Piece of heart.
See the other half of it and I thought, like, is this like a clear rupee? What is that thing?
Well, we know it couldn't have been Dins, so...
It couldn't have been any of the magics because we already found all of them but Dins. Both of them that weren't Dins were Indidongos.
Well, even if this doesn't really pan out too much, getting the magic now on bottom of the well, just so you can use Aurora's Wind, probably going to be a nice comfort and consolation prize. But we do still have a few checks left down here.
Yeah, I would say magic is worth it, especially because he can clear everything here, so it's not like he's going to be losing time from having to dip.
Downside is, without getting anything else, nothing points you where to go.
Nope. And that magic does not put any more skulls in logic. Well, okay, if they could get into Water Temple, it would put one more in logic. But that's not going to help right now. And yes, we do need Dins because we have to do Shadow Temple.
Yep, 50 skulls, hard required.
What
no
does
fire
Scary Boy
arrow
have for us?
entrances allowed in this race.
Well, technically you can do fire arrow entrance, but you have to have Dins. So if you want to swag it after you found the item, you can. But I don't think we're going to see that, because this is a race. Oh!
Silver! Okay.
Scary Boy did have something for us. That doesn't really help
It
all
doesn't do
that much.
anything. It does
I mean,
nothing
it lets
for
you
us
get
right
into
now.
Spirit Temple, but do you need to go to Spirit Temple?
Well, it is technically open now in logic.
I don't think you want to go there. Okay.
Iron Boots, also something you don't want.
You can do 2 checks with that. You can do Lab Dive and Tektite Grotto.
You can't even do Lab Dive. You don't have a hook shot.
Oh, you're right, of course. You can do 1 check with that.
And that wouldn't even be in logic, so...
Yeah. The only thing that really opens is Spirit, and we don't want to have to go to Spirit.
No, but that is kind of what you're pointed to at this point.
Yeah, we got the Mirror Shield, we got the Strength, have Eponas, have the Lens. Unless there's something in Child's side, can do everything.
Fire
Oh,
arrows.
never mind. I was just about to say, oh, well, we can't do the firelock checks. Yes, we can.
So, we've been in Spirit
Stacked
Temple.
well.
Spirit Temple starter kit down here, but, well, it's not looking AD. It's looking more like we're gonna be dipping most everything at this point.
Yeah, it's really hard to say right now. Because everything so far has been like, here's an item that you can't really use at the moment. And that doesn't lead you anywhere.
Alright,
Spirit is looking
basically
like the
going
winner.
for the skull here. This is one that's a little bit out of the way, but I guess if you're gonna do some fishing, it's not terrible to get.
Yeah. I mean, you want to do 10 and 20 unless you get the rare 20 hint. Like, even if you know all the other ones are dead, you're going to want to get at least 20. As Mr. Mario's drinking that ghost.
Well, you gotta get some bugs because he needs every single one he can get at this point.
Yep. Actually, how many more skulls does that strength... Someone who knows this or has the website up, how many more skulls does strength 2 put in logic? Because it does give you Spirit Temple. Still 32?
There's
So it
the
gave
one
us
on the wall. It gives, yeah, okay, so yeah, it
There's
gives
a
just the
solid
one on
time
the wall,
rolly one.
and then the one on the wall in child side. That you can
Oh.
still read in the middle.
Well, no way to logically cross the wasteland. I'm pretty sure Mr. Mario and SeYsEy can do the...
They can logically cross the wasteland.
Don't they need long shot or hovers? Logically.
Oh, logically. Yeah.
But I
So
mean,
spirits.
logically they do. These two, I'm confident they do not need those.
But are they gonna follow the logic and say, well, we can't technically get there yet? Plus, spirit without hovers or a hook shot feels awful.
Really does.
And more hammer on top of that, like you're missing out on checks. It's just
Terrawell, opponent covers getting over the bridge, but you need hovers or long shot to get over the like quicksand hole. You need long shot or opponents to cross the bridge, and then long shot or hovers to cross the hole. Right, looks like Mr. Mario is making the same play for the stacked well. SeYsEy's gonna get his lens.
yeah.
That is another thing that makes Spirit Temple look better.
Yeah.
Where do you go now if you're SeYsEy? Okay, target in the woods, then where do you go?
You have logical river access and Zora access, so you could do all the child Zora checks.
True.
I think that would probably be your best play.
Yeah, I think you're right. Your child, you should do them before changing age.
You don't have letters, so you can't move Mr. Meep, but it's still something. GTG feels awful. You don't have a hook shot, so you're gonna be glitching past the door. Not really glitching, but
Doing the floor master and fire jump thing, yeah.
yeah, it doesn't feel good. It's not really logical.
Yeah, nothing's really pointing me towards there other than where else you're gonna go, I guess. But there are some other options. I like your idea of
These
going.
don't feel good. Like, you don't have a hook shot. Like, oh, the beans kind of feel okay, but not great because they're so out of the way.
If you're going river, you might as well go biome though.
But routing them in. Oh, actually, routing in the one at Lake Hylia is not too bad. Graveyard's not terrible.
Well, we know
But you already
we don't
know.
need graveyard.
Yeah, you don't know the graveyard bean. They peeked under that. Unless we all miss mistook what was in that box.
Pretty sure that was a stick.
Pretty sure, but it could have been a boomerang.
Yeah, I was gonna think the 10th Doctor is pretty sure it was a stick too. We're gonna see Goron pottery.
Horseback archery is in logic. That's something, but you really, really don't want to do that now. It's so time consuming. You might as well be doing chickens at that point.
It's true, we have not seen chickens.
And I don't think we're going to.
Yeah, let's hope we don't. I think if they haven't done it by now, it's one of those, like, if you see it, they're desperate. What is in the pot? Nothing.
More pieces of heart.
You know, considering that this had a potential way of the hero wallet, I would actually be loading up on hearts just in case there's something tunicky going on here.
Yeah, but SeYsEy left a full container behind,
Yeah,
so...
he is either betting it's not going to be that, or just really confident in being able to go really fast. Get him?
Did, just barely. Well, he has no choice but to take that container.
Yes, Rich, there's a strength upgrade you're about to see, actually.
You need to blow yourself up, SeYsEy. That would still go off and break it. Yeah.
He's buying some bombs.
Yeah, I totally agree with him on that part. That's...
Now, where's he gonna go?
He's doing Serenade. So, is he going back adult?
Maybe.
Yeah,
He doesn't have a scale, so he can't get to anywhere from here.
Yeah, it looks like he's going... Well... Unless he's doing this to get to Zora's River, which is something.
He's shooting... Yeah, he must be going to market because he waited for it to be daytime. If he was going to the river, he could have just done it at night.
Yeah, it looks... And we know Market's dead, so he's probably just becoming an adult again. Is he making the play for Garuda?
Ooh, that was a cool magic color on Mr. Mario's side.
The bottle looks better than the bar, though.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like he's doing Skull Mask, which is still a thing that doesn't count as market because it's in the Lost Woods.
You need to be reminded, though, on what the deal is and how it works.
Oh yeah, we have not seen Castle yet.
No, we have. I don't think we have seen it.
Not having seen the hint, SeYsEy's really doing really well on Skulls. I think that was like 16, and 30 is dead.
Ooh.
That is not one that SeYsEy's that's gonna be helpful for SeYsEy, because now, as far as he's seen, 30 and 40 are dead. So rip Mario's shield.
Yeah, you already picked up the backup one from Gan's Castle, too.
He just let the keep. It's like, I don't care, I don't need a shield. And there's another shield from the Castle Fairy.
Once again, fairies being useless. I don't think I've casted a race so far this season where a fairy has given you anything good.
Yeah, I can't think of the last time I saw one with a fairy, too. I think I've seen one where it was like a fake-out fairy, where, you know, it had like mirror shield, but you didn't need it or something. And yeah, SeYsEy is going adult.
So if you're going adult here, what's your play? Do you do GTG? Everything's kind of pointing you in that direction, so maybe hoping for an early hook shot in GTG.
Yes. So Mr. Mario having terrible luck with his skull. It just does not want to come out of that hole. And that is 10 for Mr. Mario. So SeYsEy is ahead in skulls despite not knowing he needs them. But he's seen 30 and 40 are dead, so he's... Unless he just decides to keep getting them just in case, he's mostly thinking of 10 and 20.
There aren't really that many good ones to get as an adult without hook shot, so...
And thank you for the raid, Rogue Copter. Welcome to this. Alright, and nothing on 10 skulls. So far, this seed has been pretty okay, except that it's a 50 skull din seed, and we have to do Shadow Temple. And SeYsEy does not know that, because it was on an out-of-the-way hint that he skipped.
Playing a Pona song, so it looks like he is making
probably going for Valley. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that he walked out here rather than warping.
Yeah, Rocopter. It's stone water, but we did get early iron boots. No hook shot, but
oh, he's
early
going
iron.
for the grotto. He's got the iron boots. Makes sense.
Yeah, it slipped my mind. I'm glad he remembered. And it's just some love stuff. Those iron boots are... Yep, Din's on 50. And that's the only thing we've seen so far for skulls.
And we are getting some new river checks on Mr. Mario's side.
I agree with this play 100%. Yeah. This is definitely the right way to go.
I think I agree with both of these plays. Like, those were kind of your two options at this point. Either you go river or you go valley. Or, you know, stuff that's in the desert. I think the desert has more things pointing towards it, but it's more of a pain to get to. So I think these are both totally valid plays. And we can check Frogs 1, because we have storms.
Good checks here. Hopefully they pay off.
And there's strength 3.
Oh, hey.
In the grotto. So that's a lot of that's actually really good because of Way of Hero Ganon's castle. That lets you chuck Light Trial. I would honestly be thinking about just going back and giving Light Trial at this point.
You have fire arrows, so you can do...
Oh yeah, you can do Shadow Trial
rest
too.
For Shadow Trial. Like, you can full clear your way of the hero now.
I would honestly, you know, finish up these grottos since you're literally right here, but you're thinking of doing that rather than going somewhere else.
Yeah, those golds in that early grotto definitely changes quite a bit on what you're thinking at this point.
And there's the last slingshot.
Very important item to find.
Slingshot percent at less than an hour. Very useful. Now, what is SeYsEy gonna do? And Long on Ranch Way of the Hero. Did we find anything there yet?
What was on the song?
Oh, the song might have been Storms.
Yeah, Storms on... Okay, yeah, Storms on Malin, which points to bottom of the well.
Oh, yeah, of course. That makes sense. Well, was definitely Way of the Hero. It had, like, 4 things.
This hint is. This one might be. Yep. Okay, that's the. That'll probably save SeYsEy.
Okay.
He checks it.
Has to go to River sometime soon, and it looks like he is heading back to the castle. I would assume.
He's not fine yet, but it's looking a little better for him.
Yeah. He will find it. The question is just how long it takes him to get there.
And if he winds up missing on any easy skulls on the way to getting that hint.
Yeah, well was definitely not bait this seed war ink. Well was stacked. I feel like it's like 50-50. I feel like it's like 50-50 whether well is completely stacked or completely empty. It's usually not just like, oh, there's just one thing in well, you know. It's always either everything's in well or nothing's in well. And there's the other 30 hint. Here comes Yeet. Yes, sub 1 hour Yeet. That doesn't happen very often.
Alright, Barry. Prove me wrong.
Come on, Yeet Fairy. Nope.
And then buy it.
Yeah? No, I am with you. I can't remember the last time I saw a seed where a Great Fairy was required. Alright, we're gonna get to see full clear Ganon's castle. Now we'll be able to confirm whether the bow is Way of the Hero.
We haven't seen another one yet, so it's looking likely.
Yeah. It could technically be the wallet, but the bow is way more likely.
Happy 1 hour, everyone.
Happy 1 hour! It's been a really interesting first hour.
Yeah, a 50 skull seed with no hook shot, no boomerang at the 1 hour mark. It's looking great.
Strength 3. Yeet!
But straight 3.
Alright, light trial, you gonna pay out for us.
Strength 3, hook shot. Come on, that would be interesting here. Nope, Greg. One
Well, there's
key.
your key. And choose. Oh, there's another bomb bag in the torch run chest.
Okay, bomb lock bomb bag, but
Nice to have.
it's a free
You should
refill
probably
too.
open the chest, SeYsEy.
Yeah, he knows that there was just seeds in it.
He knew it was just nuts. Yep, that was a bomb locked bomb bag, as far as we know.
Good money.
Only got some
and...
cash.
All right, last chance on this one. And it was!
Ooh!
Strength 3 hook shot. Okay.
Wow.
That's probably our Way of the Hero.
Yeah, that's a lot more like it could be double, but there's 2 other bows. It's a lot more likely it's the hook shot. Well, that makes Spirit and GTG look a lot better, at least. It's still a stone, but at least it sucks less.
Yeah, MrMario needs to check some
And
early
you can do
grottos.
this.
Yeah. There's a very good chance that he checks the grottos leaving here, so...
Yeah. I mean, those are just like low sphere, easy checks. Hopefully he'll get them soon.
That one was a little bit out of the way, as it was in the Lone Boulder, but...
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Forest is completely full clearable now, too.
The progression's looking better, but always full clear your Way of the Hero, so...
Yeah.
SeYsEy just gonna finish this off. He even has the he does have the fire arrows, right? So
Yes.
yeah, he can full clear.
And it was definitely Way to Hero stick right there. That was it.
That stick upgrade that puts Dead Hand in logic. Even though Dead Hand's already dead.
And, I mean, I think he was already dead before this, but he's
Yes.
already extra dead.
Had the silver gauntlet, so. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. That just went right over my head at first.
SeYsEy does not have to mess around with Song of Time for this chest. But it's still just money. Alright. Toxic is saying that there's 49 or 50 in logic. Skulls. Well, for SeYsEy.
Now the question is, does he keep collecting them?
Ooh, that was clutch. He doesn't have 20 yet, so he'll keep going at least a little bit. And, like, if I didn't have the 50 skull hint, I wouldn't go for them, like, go out of my way, but I would keep picking up any ones that I passed, just in case. You know, I'd rather risk the time loss of picking up a few skulls I didn't need to, rather than the time loss of, oops, I need 30 more. And...
It's gonna be a Forest Temple play. He'll clear it, because, yeah, he's playing Minuet.
Makes sense. You can full clear it, and it gives you a medallion.
Looking less and less likely, though, that SeYsEy is going to go anywhere near River anytime soon, because you know that there's going to be a way the hero item in here.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to do Jabu, and so far there's no hint that he has to do ice.
If he finds Rudo's letter in here, though, that might point him in a nice way. But really, what would, other than that, if maybe Boomerang, but
Yeah, but I mean, you don't. Oh,
and
no.
here's the thing about Boomerang. Boomerang might just point to Jabu for the wallet.
Yeah. Or, like, Jabu and ice are... And this is, like, personal preference, but Jabu and ice are two places that I really do not want to do if I don't have a strong reason to feel that I have to do them.
I don't mind ice too much. It's a lot of dense checks in a song, always, so... As long as I have 2 bottles, I don't feel too bad about doing ice, but you don't want to go unless, like...
Yeah, and he has most of the songs that he needs at this point. Like, you know, it would be nice to have Requiem, but it's not required as far as we know.
We know where Sari's is, so Requiem is either vanilla or on Burning Cack, and that's... The other would have Sun Song, so there's not really... Let's see, Burning Kakariko would give us... Oh, what do we need for that? We need Fire finished. We need... Oh, we need Shadow finished for that, so that's not looking like a pickup anytime soon.
Yeah.
If it's Sun Song on Spirit Temple, that could just be painful.
Ooh, yeah, that would be terrible.
As far as we know, Spirit's not hard required for anything. A lot of items are pointing there, but nothing has really dictated it.
Yeah. I would be hoping that, especially with no Requiem, they're probably hoping they don't have to go there.
Now, MrMario didn't collect his golds. He didn't do it as a child. Maybe he'll still do a clear around here.
Oh, well, there's bow number 2. And Mr. Mario is going for these grottos, so he should be good for the strength. The situation right now, T Zanilio, is mainly just, it's a 50 skull seed. Dins is required for Shadow, and it's on 50 skulls. SeYsEy does not know that yet, which is pretty scary.
Don't know when he would find that out again. There's not really a good time or place for him to find the 2 hints for it.
The hints are Medigoron, which he skipped when he was there. He's not going back to that. And River, which he hasn't done yet, and he doesn't have any particularly good reason to do.
It's a skull, Jabu, no letter, nothing pointing towards ice. So...
Right, and Mr. Mario is...
Oh, there's our way of the hero, most likely in Forest.
Yeah, that is probably Forest Way of the hero. Meanwhile, we're gonna get some horseback archery from Mr. Mario, it looks like.
Interesting. It feels like a desperation play, but it's only an hour in.
he really is running out of things he can do with the items that he has, though. He just sort of didn't finish clearing those grottos, which is really going to cost him because that's where the strength 3 was, and that unlocked everything. That was what was really bottlenecking this
You
season
can still
so far.
get a couple early checks from Training Ground.
Yeah?
If you're thinking Bo might be Way of the Hero, Ganon's Castle, you do need it for those 2 early checks in GTG.
And nobody's done GTG yet. This is the first time we've seen any desert stuff. SeYsEy was presumably heading that way, but he picked up Strength 3 from a random grotto in Hyrule, and since Ganon's Castle is Way of the Hero, immediately went for Light Trial, which gave him Hook Shot.
He is doing horseback archery. Okay.
It's always fun to watch people who are really good at horseback archery do it. Yeah, we are not seeing double forest and probably not going to.
Unless SeYsEy just forgets how to navigate this dungeon, which is not likely. Ooh, almost missed it there. Okay.
Alright, what have we got? Money?
And the love. So
Nothing.
horseback archery doesn't pay off. Again, I can understand him wanting to at least dip GTG here. He does have Song of Time, so he can do a couple early checks depending if he gets the keys. But
He probably knows Hook Shot less. I'd assume if you've made it this far in the tournament, you know that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, but logically, you gotta think logically what would be pointing you to.
Well, it's not that. We do have Iron Boots and Song of Time, so Toilet is in logic. You don't need a tunic for that.
Just blind rushing Toilet though, that doesn't seem like a Mr. Mario play.
I'm not saying rush Toilet, I'm just saying he can clear it while he's here.
He is going that direction first. He's going to do the upper checks. No keys so far. This is actually,
maybe
in a way, nice, but because you're knowing that the later checks are going to be keys if you get all the items early. But this is might be a little worrying.
Insane God, man, it's hard to tell who's winning right now. SeYsEy is definitely ahead in terms of items, but one of the items they need is on 50 skulls, and Mr. Mario knows that, and SeYsEy doesn't. So there's that's Gerudo's letter. So there's kind of an advantage on either side, and we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. That Gerudo's letter being there isn't great for SeYsEy because that's something that would push him towards River, and
yeah,
probably
I was
not
about
coming
to
here
say
anytime soon.
that's a bad location. That's great for Mr. Mario, even though he might never need to touch it. Ooh, Vanilla Boss Key in Forest.
Yeah, if he decides to take the hammer and get the Medigore on him, that will bail him out. But I don't know if he'll choose to do that. We'll have to wait and see.
Anytime soon. I mean, if you're just gonna jump into, you have the hammer, you might as well just clear out fire. So.
But they have Bolero, so he wouldn't have to go through Orange City. No, SeYsEy did not find the 50 skull hint. Mr. Mario found the second copy of it. But SeYsEy has still not seen either of them. There's one Medigore on and one
Mr. Mario knows twice.
Whoever's doing the bot, Lon Lon Ranch was Way of the Hero for Song of Storms. That is, like, definitely what it was.
Yeah, there's nothing else it could have been. There's no reason for it.
Mr. Mario does not have Strength 3 yet. So he's already cleared everything he can in Ganon's Castle, but the way of the hero is behind Light Trial. And he also doesn't know that for sure because there was a bow in there. Yeah. Thank you for subscribing, Lord Nanfoodle. I like your username. That's Dolphin.
We had stream 3 sub 1 hour. It was pretty impressive.
Hello, Emo Soda. Is this your first stream? Welcome.
I for some reason I don't believe that. I don't know. Maybe
Chat
the name
wouldn't lie.
sounds
Obviously, this
familiar.
is first time watching, first time ever seeing Rando.
Yeah, it's something about it. I don't know. Maybe
You
the
need
name
us to
is familiar,
explain
or
what
maybe
this
the
game is for you?
22-month subscriber badge.
Okay, yeah, hopefully he is going to go and do the field checks right now.
This is Zelda 2. I think this is the second chronological Zelda game, so sure. It's Zelda 2.
Oh, we're going to see top of lab. We haven't seen that yet.
Stupid bird.
Toucan Sam.
He's in a grotto in the
Strength
field.
3, yeah, Strength 3 is in the Bomb Rock Grotto outside of Lake Hylia. Mr. Mario just hasn't done all of his field checks yet. I've never seen the ride over to fishing, to adult fishing from first-person point of view. It looks pretty funny.
Waiting for him to come out with the first-person mode mod. Make everyone race in first person.
Oh. Why stop at first person? Have it be like Skyrim style where you just see Link's hands and nothing else.
Oh, absolutely. I want to play this game in VR.
All the beautiful polygons life-size. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. I have also never seen a second Gwei attack.
That's really unlucky for it to have 2 of them attack like that.
Yeah.
There is VR OOT? Oh, baby.
Okay, well there's magic too on fishing.
Okay.
So the one in the well wasn't required, but everything else was.
She would be a
Lime
vomit. I was trying to avoid the vomit references in chat today because of the color of Mr. Mario's magic bar, but if chat's gonna break that seal,
People were someone said that his magic bottle looked like lime juice, though.
yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay, come on, Mr. Mario, get the grottos. It's bottlenecking you. Please get that.
You're right there. Oh, no.
Come on.
Okay, he's getting this one, which is a good sign.
Yes.
This one's nothing, but
Mountain Dew. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it looks more like Mountain Dew than lime juice. Well, he just ripped off that scrub. Maybe a super light ginger ale bottle.
in chat.
I'm trying to decide what kind of drink the double magic for Mr. Mario looks like.
Kind of British revolutionist are you?
There's not a whole lot else to talk about at the moment. We're seeing forest on
We are
SeYsEy's
getting the
side
strength
and
3 on
Zelda's
Mr.
forest
Mario.
on Mr. Mario's. But we already know what it's going to be.
Yeah. You know
There
what
we
it
go.
is.
All right. You are set now. Go back to clear your way of the hero Ganon's castle. So far, this has been a completely empty forest temple.
Hammer.
Oh. Wow. You're right.
And the long shot.
I really should not have said anything.
Oh, that timing was perfect. Here's our way of the hero, by the way. It's not the hammer, it's the long shot to do Morpha.
Probably both.
It's probably the hammer.
I mean, if we do need to cross the desert, it could be the long shot. Like, if Spirit wasn't complete bait, unless we find hovers.
Spirit's looking more and more.
It is.
We know
Also,
fire is barren. So.
That does. Also, yes, that does confirm that Ganon's was hookshot way of the hero, because that was a hookshot locked hookshot. Lights were in the Goron City Boulder Maze.
Most chests, so child accessible too. Not even strength blocked or hammer locked. Hovers on Dark Link. Oh no. It's starting already.
Oh no. People are already... Yay! We already saw Rito's letter, it was in GTG.
Which is, strangely enough, very bad for SeYsEy.
There's Greg. Again.
Very clean fight on Phantom Ganon for SeYsEy, though.
Yeah, that was nice. So SeYsEy's definitely ahead in terms of progression, but if he doesn't find that 50 skull hint or like galaxy brain it, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, you're right, Alistair. The way of the hero Ganon's castle was Greg.
It's very important. It's not a real run without
Not
finding
valid
Greg.
without Greg. Oh, and SeYsEy, he knows he's missing hints. He's going for these Deku hints, but he's not going to get what he wants here.
Temple
Well,
of Time
Temple of
way.
Time.
Is he gonna go for the other one, or is he just gonna bail on this? Oh, he's going for it. Okay.
And there's a long shot for Mr. Mario. There. We can see his tracker. He has the 30, 40, and Icy Water Stead. He has the 30, 40, 50 like on his tracker, and so he knows he doesn't have the 50 hint. He definitely has not forgotten.
What stock is he putting into it? Well, we'll see.
I mean, the fact that he went for those Deku hints suggests he is still actively looking for them.
He's also missing a Way of the Hero hint, though, so...
Yes.
So he hasn't gotten the one-line hint.
But he is looking for hints still. He knows he needs more stuff. There's the Way of the Hero stick upgrade.
I don't know if it's officially Way of the Hero until you get the 30.
That's true. Wait, you just need the stick percent. I have no idea if SeYsEy knows Pixel Shot, Melrose, but I mean, he already did the song as child. He's here. Why not make things easier for yourself, I guess? Oh yeah, also fire is foolish, but you might still need it.
It's gonna be some deep fire for that boss key, so...
Probably. That's just how it goes. It's gonna be boss key on Pierre. And it's interesting that SeYsEy has vanilla like freestanding magic, but not vanilla magic bar.
That is weird. A little concerning. I don't know why that's why what bugged out there.
I mean, it's not a problem. It's just weird. Oh, or he's getting Scarecrow because he didn't plant the bean. We have had Icy Waters hinted. Wait, that was? No, it wasn't.
Time. Yeah.
I thought that was 3 Temple of Time hints, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But no,
Yeah,
we
could
saw
only
this
be
one
one.
a very long time ago. Yeah, that's why I was going to be confused. Like, there's literally only one thing in there.
This is gonna get knocked off. It's going to. It's gonna happen out of nowhere. Yeah, is it? Oh, it backed away.
Toucan Sam was nice to him. Oh, and he does, now that he has the hook shot, he can do lab dive. Not in logic, but he can cheese it. And get a free skull out of it if he chooses to.
He's going to. I think this puts him at 20. So, oh no, 19? 17, okay.
Nothing there.
Mario going for skull here?
I don't know what he's doing. I would have thought he would have done the same thing SeYsEy did and gone forest.
Just for the skulls, it looks.
He does know he needs to push the skulls.
Yeah,
but still, it seems weird.
You know Way of the Hero Forest. You have your hook shot, you have your bow. Just clear your Way of the Hero, man.
Yeah, he's going for these goals. I guess since they don't have Sunsong, probably aren't going to get it anytime soon. He's just taking advantage of it being night, but...
Yeah, the Ganon's Castle setting it to midnight is pretty nice, and then...
Yeah. He's up to 15, so he's nearly tied with SeYsEy.
SeYsEy's making the Gerudo play now. He has long shot, so he's probably feeling Spirit Temple at this point. Like, everything's pointing towards Spirit. I doubt he's going to do GTG.
You might want to get it while he's here, I guess we'll see. Oh, and he's checking the crate. He's going to see his Bigron sword.
Get it? Probably not.
Probably not. I don't think that it's worth going out of his way for. Like, this is such an annoying check to do as adult with no hovers.
And he's going to do Hammer Rock here too. So,
I have seen a Hammer Rock seed recently. I forget which one, but I have. Well, kind of a Hammer Rock seed. I guess it had an item.
It have an item, but that's bomb locked. So.
Yeah. And they are now officially tied in skulls because I was 17 for Mr. Mario. Mr. Mario pushing them a lot harder, obviously, because he knows he needs more than 20. And we did it. We avoided the double forest.
We avoided double forest, but we know what's going on here, Mr. Mario.
Yeah, it's still double things we've seen, but could be worse. Could be double forest.
We'll just spend this little bit of time peer pressuring Chimp to join comms again. Just join in with the chat, right?
Yeah. Feel you on being tired, but still. Oh yeah, speaking of comms, were you on the Pink Kitty Rose versus Saria's Object comms?
I was? Yes.
I would just like to personally apologize for being the person who started the abridged series thing.
Oh, no, you have no reason to apologize at all for that. It made a painful hour of that seed pass by surprisingly fast, and I do appreciate it.
Well, I'm glad then. I know chat was pretty split on whether they liked it or hated it. I did not know that
Yeah, Bitsy just apparently knows the entirety of DBZ Abridged and is really
DBZ
good with
Abridged.
impressions.
I know the entirety of it. My impressions are not very good, but should probably either definitely do comms with Bitsy someday or never do comms with Bitsy, because I also know like the entirety of the 2 Abridged series.
You know what? We'll see if we can arrange for the 3 of us to come up again. So
I'm not going to be doing any impressions, Chimp. I know the words, but I am not as good a voice actor as Bitsy.
things work out. I seem to be doing comms disproportionately often with Bitsy, so it's probably going to happen again. So you guys can all look forward to the next time on DBZ Abridged.
You gotta just watch all of them, surprise him with your knowledge. Yeah, there's still nothing on horseback archery. Still nothing going
Nothing
on.
just magically appeared there between the two of them doing it, so...
Yes, Slack Phantom. In the newer updates, if you get 1500, it still gives you the prize, even if it's your first time. Which is really nice. Right. And SeYsEy is gonna get his Rudo's letter in here, so hopefully that makes him go river. Honestly, it probably won't, at least not till he's gone spirit, but...
Yeah, the spirit play looks so much nicer than going anywhere near Ice Cavern.
Yep.
You don't want to become a child before you have to again, so...
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, if you're really good at archery, you can just shoot one target enough times to get, like, over 1600. It's really impressive.
The real reason we watch these runners is because they can do that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't do that. I don't even play with it on.
Yeah, I turned off 1500 as well.
Yeah, it SeYsEy's... Unless he does some sort of galaxy brain logic, he's gonna go for spirit, most likely.
It's a stone, so it doesn't feel good, but it's...
It feels like what the seed is telling you to do. And for all we know, it could be. Maybe like Kokiri Sword or something is in there. That's 20 for MrMario. Now, we actually have not seen what's on 20 skulls yet. That's the only skull we don't know.
Yeah, no one's dipped in it. Like, they just both got their 20s, so nobody's dipped in to pick it up either, so... I think that's the 4th gold rupee, though.
Is it really?
I think so.
There.
Phantom Ganon had one. The business scrub outside the lake had one. That's one in here. I feel like we've seen one more, but I might be mistaken.
Yeah, rich seed. And there's the
Claim check.
But we know Bigoron's dead.
Of course, it's a claim check on a dead Big Goron.
Yeah.
Although he hasn't been popping up in seeds lately.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw a Bigoron seed.
The first logical magic on Big Goron, I think, but that was a while ago, and I don't remember if it was... It might have been a call, but...
I remember seeing one, it might have been that one, where there was something like magic on... Oh, welcome Pink Kitty Rose, and rating at the party of 61, thank you.
Yeah, thanks PKR.
Welcome to this seed. This is 50 skulls for Dins for Shadow Temple, which SeYsEy does not know about yet. The hints are in Medigoron, which he skipped, and River, which he has not gone to and has no reason to go to. So that's scary. Yep, another 50 skull seed.
50 skulls for Shadow once again.
Oh, Chimp, did you not realize? Yeah, this is a hard required 50 skull seed, and SeYsEy missed both the hints.
It's
That's why we keep talking about, like, I really hope, getting the letter will push him to River. Okay.
okay. There's Kokiri's sword.
That's not going to help with the 50 skull thing, but it'll help with
Mr. Mario didn't pick that up.
No, he missed that. He kind of just dipped GTG.
Yeah, that was a available check too.
Yeah, I don't know why. He said Ferrari's win there and left. He knows he needs to go back. It's weird that he didn't do it in the first place.
I guess it feels a lot better now that he has a hook shot. He's not going to worry too much about it now.
Are we? Are we really hovers from no mode at this point? I think we are, actually.
We are, yeah, hovers from no mode. There's nothing else really being blocked or locked at this point.
As far as we know, anyway.
Yeah, was the Kokiri sword holding us up?
Jabu isn't dead, but we hopefully aren't going to have to do it. We are really hoping that Ritos is going to say SeYsEy, but it still seems more likely that he's going to go Spirit at this point. And hovers on Baronade, for all we know, could be.
We know that there's a wallet in there, so...
And no toilet. Or maybe toilet. Toilet is completely available, but we haven't seen it. Oh yeah, if hovers is all we need, we should get a bet for that. Hovers on Baronade with Rang on Morpha.
Oh,
it could happen,
but... that could happen. Don't make us 100% 2 races in a row.
Bet Link's cow.
Woo percent.
Not again. Now I got
you were on comms for that.
Yes, I was on comms for the 6-hour cow race.
Oh, that was.
Did you watch that one?
I did. It was incredible. I feel so bad for you.
It was mostly pretty good. Like, it was a very fun race. 6 hours is just long, but like, we had a good time. Yeah, that was a Freaky Friday. Freaky Fridays are like weird settings. They often go a lot longer. That was actually not the longest Freaky Friday that I've ever commentated for. I did like a 6-hour, 40-minute one once, which was pretty terrible.
Anything
but
fun
yeah, that one was Triforce Hunt, where the Triforce Hunt with cows on, and the Triforces are plandoed onto every cow, including the Master Quest Jabu cow, and songs on dungeon rewards. And they ended up having to do like a ton of stuff just to get the song. Yes, you did tune into Where the F is Dins, except we know where it is. It's on 50 Skulls.
Yep.
But,
so another 50 skull seed, which is becoming the staple of Season 4.
the
At
skull
least-
season.
At least in the upper bracket.
Yeah, it really has. And so far, SeYsEy is at, I think, 17, and Mr. Mario is at 20. The scary thing, though, is SeYsEy does not know it's a 50 skull seed. He has missed both of the hints and probably not going back to them anytime soon.
Well, good news is SeYsEy's still collecting.
Yeah.
And there's the hovers.
Okay.
Hey, so we're in no mode.
Yeah, unless something weird happens. Actually, no, even if something weird happens,
The only
we know
thing,
where everything is.
yeah, the only thing is Boomerang possibly for Jabu or collecting skulls, but that's not really likely.
The 50 skulls is for Din's Fire. A really fast no mode. I mean, it's definitely one of the ones where you know a long time before you can actually get it with the 50 skulls, but still.
Collecting these skulls, though, is going to be important.
Also, that means that the fire arrows were waved. Well, I guess not. You could technically have just gotten Din's first.
Yeah, you can get Dins. Fire arrows weren't even hinted. They were in bottom of the well, so...
Bottom of the well was Wave the Hero by virtue of Storms being Wave the Hero.
Very true. But then, so is the gauntlets in there.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
SeYsEy
this
just
is a
really
weird
needs to find.
play. He got his hovers. Oh, I guess he's still looking for... He doesn't know about Din, so he's going to be checking here for it.
The two 50 skull hints are the river one by Zora's Domain and Medigoron. Yeah, he already went past Medigoron, so he's probably not going to go there. We're all hoping that he decides to go river.
Looking less and less likely, though, as that plays on. He's going to wind up doing finishing fire next, I would assume. And it is Sun Song, so Burning Cack Requiem.
Oof.
That's really bad for SeYsEy.
Yes, SeYsEy cleared Adult Goron City, except for he couldn't do the left side of the maze. But I think he's a lot more likely to orphan that check and do more dense locations rather than go back for just that one.
Okay, so he is leaving Spirit. So
And yeah, hovers in Wasteland and Requiem on Burning Cack does mean that that long shot was Way of the Hero. Well, there's
he
the
has
range
the
Way of the
last wave. Okay. So is he going to keep his effort up on gathering hints? Is he going to be checking... Is he going to go check the lake? He did drop Roar's Wind, which is nice.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep checking hints if you don't have 50 skulls.
Does he head to River here as a child? Because he wouldn't do it as an adult. He didn't open up the way to Ice Cavern. You know that... Well, you're still not sure whether or not
You
it's
might know
pre-Requiem.
Weep Skip as well.
You can't.
Oh, you're right. That's not it. That's the non-tournament ones. You got it backwards.
Yeah, you can do that on a weekly.
You can do that on weeklies.
It's looking like he's going back to Child, so he might be going to River, which could save his save him mentally on this point.
Yeah. And
He'll realize
like
that
Mr.
Spirit is
Mario is going
completely-
fire. Fire is
foolish.
barren, but you can do it. All right. Since we missed out on our hovers bet, we want to get a fire boss key bet. That's the only thing I can think of to bet. We pretty much know everything else. This is going to be very interesting on SeYsEy's side. Yes, Din's is on 50 skulls, Rock Chalk. We know that. Mr. Mario knows that. SeYsEy does not know that.
He's clearing Deku.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you have your spawn point there. Just get it. Do the checks there. Yeah, so it's looking less and less likely that he's going to River anytime soon.
I was just going to say have a bet for Fire Bosky. That's like the only thing we do. Yes, we are in no mode. And we just got the bet open. What horrible place is the boss key of the Fire Temple going to be? Okay, well, it wasn't that. I was really worried that we were going to make the bet and it was going to immediately be that one.
Well, it could be this one.
Yeah, we already had one vanilla boss key. I see 2 people with that vanilla.
It's not vanilla.
Rip. Is there gonna be anything in Deku Tree?
Nothing. There could be no.
I
Maybe
mean, there's
Boomerang.
not gonna be any like. Yeah, there could be Boomerang. There could be Scale. Stone of Agony.
A red potion that might come in handy at some point. Not really.
If I would assume SeYsEy's probably going to keep going for skulls, not go out of his way for them, but keep getting them because he doesn't know what's on 50. And so if you still have 50 as a potential option, you want to keep getting them as you go across them.
Yeah, but he's not going to make it a priority to do skull dense locations.
Yeah, absolutely. It's more like he'll get the ones that he comes across. And nice glitchless jump there from Mr. Mario.
For example, if SeYsEy went to Fire Temple now, he probably would not do this stuff.
Yeah. That looks like 24 for Mr. Mario, so almost half there. Mr. Mario hasn't really been pushing skulls too much. He's kind of been doing combination progression in skull, which is nice. No one likes watching an hour-long skull hunt. Actually, the 50 skull hint was very early for Mr. Mario. He's found both of them.
They're not even out of the way. They're in... Well, they're a little out of the way.
Medigoron's out of the way.
That's 19
Welcome,
on SeYsEy.
Dab Koken.
Welcome to the race.
This is an interesting one. It's 50 skulls are hard required, but only one of the 2 people knows that. Mr. Mario knows he needs to do 50 skulls, and SeYsEy doesn't.
Yeah, I think in Mr. Mario's head he's thinking, I don't have hovers yet, so there's no real rush for Dins. I'm in good shape. So
yeah. I think you're probably right, because can't do much in Shadow even when he gets Dins. And he has fire arrows, so fire lock checks aren't going to be a problem.
I think the best thing of luck for these runners is the fact that Requiem is probably on Burning Cag.
Why? Because it's going to mean they don't go for Spirit?
It means that if they want to go for Sport, they have to go through Wasteland.
You're right, yeah. Because you're not going to check Wasteland if you just have Requiem early. That's a really good point. Right, is Goma gonna have anything? That was not what Mr. Mario meant to do with that bomb.
Goma's gonna have a scale. I'm calling it now.
Wouldn't even be surprised.
Oh, just bombs.
Nope. Well, you were kind of right. It was a round blue thing.
I'll take the pity. I do find it weird that we haven't found a scale. That's
Yeah.
nearly
That is
2
weird.
hours, no scale. It's not super necessary. There were iron boots pretty early, but still. Those shortcuts are useful.
Have
Those
we-
shortcuts would have really helped out SeYsEy.
Also, if we haven't closed the bet, we should probably close it soon. You're getting all these checks. Thank you. Alright, and we, still have not found the boss key. So people who bet the really evil checks getting more likely.
He's running towards river.
Come on!
Yeah, he's lined up. He's going to river. Okay. This,
He's in a really good position if he gets a 50 skull hint. Because then he will be in no mode.
I just hope that he does. That would be,
It looks like it. I mean, I can't see him not getting the hints now that he's here.
well, we've seen our runners do some questionable things, so this has to be key or
Mysterious
boss key. No,
decisions.
no.
Come on, SeYsEy. Don't dip out for whatever reason.
I think somewhere in his mind he's like, I gotta drop this letter off. There might be ice cavern required, but
Yeah.
he's probably thinking child spirit might be a thing, so I gotta check ice cavern.
And yeah, the skull counts are accurate. Both of them are in the low 20s, and it updates every 10 skulls.
Which I think Mr. Mario is at 27 right now.
I missed the last one, but yeah, he's in the 20s somewhere. And yeah, SeYsEy is going to be in no mode as soon as he gets the 50 skull hint. He's going to know where everything is and how to get it. Okay, that's 26 for Mr. Mario. Come on. Go get the hint, you know you want to.
Nope, he's just gonna
he's
fly in.
skipping it.
He's skipping the hint. I was afraid he was gonna do this.
I was too.
He was bringing the chicken, so it's like, do I want to? I have the time save here. Do I want to go in or do I want to play the song?
Oh, that's really
That hurts.
bad.
Yeah.
He's now like knowingly skipped both of the 50 skull hints, so unless he decides he wants to go back just for a hint, he's not going to see it.
He's probably thinking back of the lake probably duplicates some hints too. So he has another 30.
He knows he needs hints because he just checked that one, and like I can see on his tracker, his personal tracker, he has it marked that he doesn't know that one yet. But oh no, SeYsEy. Oh no, Mr. Mario.
I hate that you can't use hookshot in this maze. It's so weird.
So annoying. Tragedy.
Absolutely, though. Earlier you get the hint, the better. That's why you can see Mr. Mario pushing fire now. He knows it's way of the hero and very skull dense, so
Or he
not
knows
way of the hero. It's
Skull Dance.
It's Skull Dance, but it is a medallion, so...
Yeah, like, he knows he has to do it, it has a lot of skulls, and he just needs to get the boss key. Yeah, and he got the hint, like, very early in. Because they got to Goron City very quickly. Mr. Mario is not in no mode. He doesn't know where hovers are.
Or the Kokiri sword.
Or the Kokiri sword, yes. You're right. So he doesn't know where those are. We're in no mode. Neither of the runners are, because Mr. Mario doesn't know where those two items are, and SeYsEy doesn't know what's on 50 skulls.
This would be a very good boss key for Mr. Mario there. I think there's only one more skull, but no.
SeYsEy's not happy about that bomb
And
bag.
he's warping out. He's gonna go check back of the lake. He's not gonna check the one hint stone that he needs.
No!
I had a
SeYsEy,
feeling this was gonna
no.
be the case, but... Oh no, he's just warping back. It looks like he's going adult.
I think so. Maybe he's gonna go for spirit? Or he's changing... Oh.
Yeah, he's definitely going adult.
Yeah, he's going adult. Thought he was changing his mind and warping out, but now he just needs to get into the castle.
Yeah, he doesn't have Requiem, so he can't do Child Spirit.
Yeah, I think he's just assuming it can't be an ice play. Wait, no, he did turn in his letter, didn't he?
Bottle's empty, so yeah, it might be a nice play.
So it could be a nice play. Yeah, I think he's probably at this point going like, come on, it's one check. How likely is it it's there?
He's probably really expecting a child's spirit temple at this point.
Yeah, the hint is still there. If he goes there on the way to ice, he can just get it.
Well,
Yeah,
this is an
don't-
interesting strat.
Yeah, that is new to me. Right. Come on, SeYsEy. He's probably gonna, like, go there via... Okay. He's going there via CAC.
Guess it's a little quicker.
Okay,
Oh, there's the
whoever
boss
that
key.
highest score on.
Yep, highest score on wins.
Someone had to have bet that. There's
I think it was
people
the
who
second
bet.
check. The second thing someone bet.
Probably, yeah.
Let's see, does
I'm
the
really
trip in the
expecting-
desert pay off at all for SeYsEy? Does he get anything nice as a consolation prize for going all the way to Desert Colossus? Oh,
Nope.
there's the last.
He got
There's the
money that
last.
he can't use because the wallet is in Jabu. I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm with Melrose. If you know that you have 50 skull hint left, like I would keep checking hints. I maybe wouldn't push as hard as like back of lake, but I would check the ones I walked past. Well, SeYsEy still doesn't know he has to do 50, but Suns will be nice once he figures that out. I'm with you, Melrose. Checking hints is good when you have big things like 50 skulls left.
So this is an 8-heart Volvagia fight, which should be fine. 10 shoes and enough Deku nuts to make it work. Do you need to put on that hammer? There we go.
Hello, big green dinosaur. It is not chickens.
Not
But-
chickens.
We might see chickens. SeYsEy is getting pretty desperate. Come on, already got it. Have we seen adult archery yet?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think we had.
I think Mr. Mario would have a few more heart containers at this point if we did. So.
Yeah, probably. Well, we're gonna see 20 Skull turn in. We actually still have not seen that. And it was nothing.
He's going back to Spirit. SeYsEy's going back to Spirit. He's warping to Lost Woods to use his Roar's Wind that he placed in Spirit, and it's just going to be a foolish trip for him. There's a decent amount of skulls, but other than that, this is pretty rough.
Yeah, this is getting to, like, you know, cartoon or rom-com levels of just, like, comedically missing by a hair every time.
It's almost painful to watch at this point.
Except, like, it's not... It's comedic in how close he's coming. It's not funny because it's really costing him. We have no idea where the Rang is, Luna Trifecta. We are not gonna need it. But and happy 2 hours! This has been an interesting seed.
SeYsEy doesn't know.
2 hours, SeYsEy still doesn't know it's a 50 skull seed. Big feels bad, man.
SeYsEy doesn't know that it's a 50 skull seed and he's gonna be stuck.
He is stuck, honestly, at this point. Like, this is a stone dungeon and there's not going to be anything here. Unless he happens to find Rang and decides that's going to push him to river and he realizes he missed the hint. And he's not even child locked out of it, so he can keep going.
Yeah, he has the key, so he's not key locked.
Alright, GG, the people who won the bet. Highest Goron for the Barren Stone, for the Barren Fire.
Of course it was, because it's Barren Fire.
And this is actually a new check on MrMario's side as well. Nobody came back here with hammer strength.
It's generic bloopy. Not even an ammo refill on anything.
Nope. That was a really weird angle on the pickup cutscene on SeYsEy's side. Did you see that?
That was a little weird.
Sir Nightpool of Sealand, Kokiri's sword was in GTG and Wasteland was Hovers.
And Mr. Mario does have his Roar's Wind set at GTG.
Yeah,
so...
and fire is foolish, so, and SeYsEy still is looking for items, so he's wanting to put that one off and do checks that can have what he's looking for. We know he's not going to find it, he does not.
So yeah, he's dipping in here. He's gonna for his wind, grab the 2 skulls they couldn't get before, and then for his wind out, I assume?
Yeah, probably. It makes sense. He does know that he needs 50 skulls, and that's close to all he needs. Yes, Mr. Mario has known it's 50 skulls for like an hour and a half. SeYsEy still does not know.
Even more. We had a sub 10-minute bomb bag, and then they both rushed. They went to Goron City pretty soon after that.
Yeah, it's been just really feels bad, man, for SeYsEy. He just keeps we've seen both of the hints at this point. Mr. Mario found both of them, and SeYsEy has just kept just missing them. One of the 50 skulls hint is Medigoron, the other one is Upper River.
Which we watched SeYsEy just jump directly over.
Yep, he passed by the Medigoron hint when he was in Goron City, which is, like, understandable. But then when he was in River, he just jumped right over the hint and didn't look at it. So really his only chance of getting that is if he decides to do Jabu or Ice, and goes in that way and realizes that he missed the hint. So we will see. An ice play would make a lot of sense at this point.
It depends on how much of this dungeon he can clear out, though.
Yeah.
If it doesn't look like he's going to be key locked at this point, he's floating too. So the need to go child spirit isn't really.
Yeah, it would have been better if he'd gotten key locked, because it would have told him, it would have, stopped him from going wasting as much time in spirit. Yeah, the Medigoron hint was super early on. They didn't have hammer. I can completely understand skipping it. I don't understand why he jumped over the river hint.
That was a questionable play at best.
Especially because he then went and did check the hint by King Zora. Because he knows he's still missing hints. I don't know why he did that. That's something we'll have to ask if he does an interview.
Yeah, and he didn't bother opening the waterfall, which I think is one of the reasons why he had the chicken on him, so he just decided to float in instead of playing the song.
I guess I can see that because, if the chicken walks off the cliff, it's a problem.
Yeah, you have to climb all the way back up and play the song, but you have the song, so it's not that terrible. He's okay. Mr. Mario's going back to CAC?
I'm not sure what he's doing here.
Sunsong Grave?
Gonna do Sunsong. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No, he doesn't have Sunsong. That was in
Oh, you're right.
Valley.
Yeah, he didn't walk all the way out there yet. Where is he going?
Chicken 20?
Probably. He has 20 and he hasn't checked him yet.
Little does he know, he just has to go back to GTG at this point.
Okay, well, SeYsEy's in Goron City. He's coming back for the maze chest.
Does he check Medigoron now?
We can hope. Come on. Oh no, Mr. Mario.
The frustration. Oh, I feel the pain.
Yeah, so do I. I have terrible aim. Alright, come on, SeYsEy. There's a hint here, you didn't check it.
He's going into Lost Woods.
No.
He didn't check. Also questionable. I'm not sure what he intends on doing.
He's probably going to River for an ice play.
Oh, is he going to check that, though? He's already starting on the upper ledge.
Yeah, come on. Since he's probably doing hover entry. No! Oh! Come on! No!
Oh, no!
It was right there! Okay, this is your chance. You see it. You haven't checked it. No!
No!
He must, at this point, he must think he checked it when he came through before.
It has to be.
Oh, no.
I have to admit, that's a pretty nice setup.
He's in!
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, good, that was a nice setup. No! We don't want him to be in. We want him to fall down and see the thing. He saw it. He was, just feet from it, facing it. He has to think that he got it. I cannot imagine being that close to it.
Yeah, he's thinking that he already saw that hint, but...
He has to think he got it the first time he came through. Yeah, unless he big brains Medigoron, he's not going to see the hint. Yeah, it was he fell off and I was like, oh, yes, saved by falling off, and then nope. Fate was trying to save him, but it couldn't.
He never got the icy water hint either, did he?
I don't think so.
I think only Mr. Mario picked that up.
Yeah, I don't really know what Mario's doing.
He's checking this hint.
Oh,
Oh, come on!
he definitely thinks he got it.
Yeah, it has to be.
Also, Asen, we can see his personal tracker on our stream. He does have 50 skulls marked as not found. He hasn't forgotten. He just forgot he didn't get that one hint, I guess.
It's the only thing he's really missing. He's missing some sometimes hints, but other than that.
Yeah, and sometimes hints, like, I totally don't worry about finding every single sometimes hint. That's fine, but 50 skulls is a big deal. Especially when you're running out of checks.
I think in his mind he's not running out of checks. I still seems like a logical play.
Yeah, true. Slack Phantom, I think he genuinely thinks he checked that hint. So I think at this point, going back for Medigoron for some reason is his only chance. Okay, yeah, Mario's doing a skull hunt. Yeah, and
a little disappointing that he's doing the skull hunt now instead of finishing up GTG and getting the Kokiri sword, so he won't have to come child again. But
oh well,
it's.
I think SeYsEy like permanently missing that river hint is giving Mr. Mario a big advantage right now. Oh yeah, and shout out to our runners, MrMario7788 and SeYsEy. Our trackers, SteveMaster92 and Case Sinja. And co-commentator, Joe Dies at the End. And our restreamer, Angry Demon Noises.
And our other commentator, Banana Lord.
Hello, beautiful thing. Yeah, I think you're right. Like, unless SeYsEy happens to get one of those hints, Mario has plenty.
I think the big tell will be on the spinning Ice Blade room if SeYsEy picks up the skull in there.
Beautiful thing. So there are hints in the game. If you talk to the Gossip Stones, some of them will give you hints about where stuff is. And the really difficult or time-consuming checks in the game are always hinted what they're going to be. And in this particular seed, collecting 50 Skulltulas has Din's Fire. Because that takes forever, that one's always hinted. But SeYsEy has managed to completely miss both of the copies of that hint that are in the game. So he still has no idea that he needs to get 50 skulls. Mr. Mario found that hint like an hour and a half ago, and so that's why he's getting the skulls now. Yeah, so
also some of the decisions SeYsEy has been making are leading to him not prioritizing skulls to make up for his lack of knowledge about the hint.
Yeah.
He's skipping certain ones and is avoiding very skull-dense locations. So...
And the thing is, I don't think any of his plays are bad. Like, with the information he has, well, other than skipping that hint that's the only bad play, quote-unquote, that he's made. And that was obviously just a mistake. Like, with the information he has, everything he does is making total sense. It's just, no, you just had to get the hints. And there's 2 copies of all of the hints in the game, too. And he has passed up both of them. Thank you for subscribing, Von Bon Z. Reich.
We're just going to assume that was pronounced correctly.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Yeah,
child cleanup's not bad because if you're going, you can only do soft soil bugs as child. You can't do them as adult.
Yeah.
So cleaning up those is good, and he doesn't have Kokiri sword, so getting these child ones.
Maybe he thinks it's going to be either vanilla hovers or Kokiri sword and hover chest, and he thinks that he's locked by Dins. Fire air entry is not allowed, hovers are wasteland, and Kokiri sword is G.
No mega flips allowed either. So
technically fire arrow entry is allowed, but it's only allowed if you have Dins and magic. So if you want to swag, you can do it, but you can't use it to get out of doing stuff that you would have had to do otherwise. That's 36 skulls for Mr. Mario.
Now, if this is Prelude, I'm gonna feel really bad for SeYsEy.
I don't know, Prelude would be better though, because if this is
It'd be
Requiem, he'll
really...
get baited into Child Spirit, and he won't have an easy way back to Temple of Time.
But you know he's doing this because he wants Requiem. Like,
True.
it's Prelude would be his medicine. Yep, it's Prelude. Okay,
Yeah.
so Prelude's his medicine. He doesn't want it, but... Let's see if he figures out the mentality on that now.
Alright, what are you gonna do now, SeYsEy? You going
No,
water?
he's going water.
Oh.
He's making a water play for Dins. Ooh, this is bad.
Feel bad.
If he picked up a Zora tunic, I could understand it kind of pointing him that way. But, ouch.
The sword was GTG, Cornben. I mean, at this point, he really doesn't have a whole lot of other options. So I understand it. Noko, let us know anything you don't understand. We'll explain it for you. He missed the 50 skull has Din's fire hint. Both of them. One was on Medigoron, one was on Upper River, which he walked directly past like 3 times. Mr. Mario found it at like 30 minutes in, so he's doing a skull cleanup right now. And the worst part is, in terms of like items, SeYsEy is considerably ahead of Mr. Mario. Literally all SeYsEy needs is that 50 skull hint, and he'll be in no mode, but he is like solidly skipped it.
Yeah, if you have any, and this is for everyone, Chai, if you have any question about what an abbreviation or what term we're using, please just mention it in chat. We're happy to clear up anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I try to explain things that wouldn't be immediately obvious, or that require more than just a little bit of knowledge, like, you know, what the TARDIS thing means. But yeah, anything you're confused about, let us know and we'll explain. Also, yeah, chat knows more than we do. Like, even just like VXR, Toxic, and a few other people combined definitely know more than I do.
Yeah, I've been on comms with VXR, and I'm still not convinced he's human. I think he might have some sort of brain implant that lets him see everything. Foolish and Wave the Hero are part of the hint system. You get hinted locations that are foolish, which means there is no progression there whatsoever. And Wave the Hero means there is guaranteed progression there. Progression being an item that you need to complete the game. And if you're interested in finding out more, we just linked the Discord in the chat. Butterknife was in the GTG Center chest. Butterknife refers to Kokiri sword.
Butterknife is the Kokiri sword. The teeny little stabby boy. SeYsEy is not in go mode because he doesn't have Dins and he doesn't know where Dins is. And Shadow Temple has a medallion, so he has to do it. And yes, these are glitchless. You're allowed to do like 1 or 2 tiny glitches, like you might see people bomb jumping, which is where you get a little jump from using an explosion, but on the whole, this is glitchless. Yeah, you can do bomb jump, you can skip Mido by jumping over him, some basic stuff like that.
It looks like Mr. Mario's hoping. Well, he's doing a fairy play. I'm wondering. He didn't take a fish with him, so he's probably not going to dip Jabu.
You cannot use fire arrows to get into Shadow.
Yeah, it's considered a high skill trick. So to make it more accessible in the tournament, that trick has been banned. Unless you really want to do it after you have Din's.
Yeah, you can do it to show off if you have Din's Fire, or you can do it and immediately get disqualified. Yeah, so Din's is hard required for the seed in these rules, so they have to get it. And to answer a question earlier, yes, if there's a progressive item that isn't required, like, a second bomb bag or whatever, it can be in a foolish location. So that is a strat that you can do.
Way to Hero generally points to things required to finish the seed. Luxury items will not be pointed to.
Yeah. So that is a strat that you can do if you don't have a bomb bag, is just go somewhere that it can't logically be, but hope that you get one anyway. You can do stuff like that.
Those Hail Mary plays have paid off for people.
Oh yeah.
Quite a bit. Just being saved by out-of-logic items, just by being able to take advantage of...
and thank you for the raid, Tingle Jill. Welcome. This is a 50 skull hard required for Din's Fire seed. And we're getting our Dark Link. Meanwhile, Mr. Mario is going adult. Hopefully he's going to go GTG and Wasteland.
Hylian, I would definitely hope you get involved in it. Ocarina of Time Randomizer, it looks daunting. The runs could be a little long, especially your first few times, but it's actually quite accessible. Things feel... It feels like a good randomizer, because things are usually progressing as you go on.
Well, there's the Zora Tunic-in Water Temple. Yeah, and there's also a lot of customization available, so you can turn off really difficult checks. Like if you aren't very good at archery, like me, you can just turn those off. You can turn off things like boss keys. You can turn on or turn off various glitches, so if you really want to do fire entry, you can do that. There's also, if you want to make it really hard for yourself, you can do a lot of wacky settings, like entrance randomizer, or key sanity, or stuff like that.
Skull sanity, where even the skull tokens are shuffled.
Yeah.
Cow sanity, where even the cows can give you items by playing opponent's song.
If you're interested in the wacky settings, there's Freaky Friday Races and the Random Settings League. You can see some weird stuff.
Oh, yeah, especially like one-shot, one-hit KO mode.
Yeah, one-hit KO. I've never done that one, but that's something.
I've done quad damage and immediately regretted it. I don't think I would ever do quad.
Yeah, that's one of the very few settings I'm like, absolutely not.
Quad is rough.
Random Randomizer is basically what Random Settings League is.
Where we don't even know the settings going into the race.
SeYsEy, what are you doing? Going for Bigoron? Is he going for the hint?
He's going for the hint.
Oh no. Or the waterfall, I guess.
I thought he checked waterfall. Oh no, he never came here as a child.
He never came here as a child. He peeked the crate, Welcome, Bridge. This is 50 skulls for Dinspire for Shadow Temple. SeYsEy still has not seen any of the hints for that. So he is just... SeYsEy has every item that he needs except for that, and he is just looking desperately for Dins or the hint. Mr. Mario knows about the skulls, but still needs Hover Boots and Kokiri Sword.
Both of which are waiting in the desert instead of the frozen river that he's currently in.
Kokiri Sword is in GTG, and Hovers are in Wasteland. Yes, Frozen Phoenix, this is oh no mode for SeYsEy.
Yeah, it's getting to be... At this point, he has to be thinking that there's something going on with a...
He knows he's missed something. I think he's starting to realize that he missed something. Mr. Mario... Maybe Mr. Mario didn't get the Icy Water Scent.
Maybe it was SeYsEy they got it.
It is dead. Yeah, you gotta get the Zora's Lullaby off Grandma.
Oh, this might be a SeYsEy chicken.
Oh, chickens! Are we gonna get the 2.5-hour chickens? Doesn't look like it. He's not playing Nocturne.
Where is he going? Is he going for Metagoran as a kid? No.
Oh, we're gonna see this skull. You don't see this skull very often.
Oh, it's a turn in Skull Mask.
Oh.
He didn't do that earlier. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that we get SeYsEy for an interview. It's gonna feels bad, but I really want to know what his thought process was here.
Consolation is on this is that no matter what happens, this is an upper bracket match. No one's going home.
Yeah, that's good at least. Well, there's the Rang on Skull Mask.
Does that save him a bit?
I sure hope so.
No, it doesn't because he's playing Nocturne now.
Maybe this is the chicken's play. God,
he's playing 2.5-hour chicken play.
I don't think that's going to save him though, because I'm pretty sure he genuinely forgot that he didn't get that hint. Like, he can walk by it as many times as he wants. I don't think he's going to get it. But we can hope.
The silliest part,
yep, here they go.
Sir Nyquil of Sealand, is that Mr. Mario hasn't avoided that part of the map. He has Ferora's Wind set up in GTG.
Yes, you do need Boomerang for some skulls. With everything that we have, they definitely can get 50 in Logic without the Boomerang, but that is going to open up some extra ones for SeYsEy. Also, that was a really nice, like, recoil ice slide strat to get that rupee on Mr. Mario's side. I've never seen anyone do that. It was sweet.
I'll learn that one. It's probably not hard.
Rip those bugs. They're going to freeze to death.
They already sat in stasis for 7 years. They're... Oh, well.
Rang was on Skull Mask.
Not required.
This is 100% now a race between who goes to the place they need to go to first. It, like, if SeYsEy is enough ahead with items at least that like he's definitely not out of it if he gets the hint.
Yeah, he also has the advantage. He's already cleared Deku. I mean, he hasn't touched fire, which is going to take forever.
Yeah. So, but he will be in no mode if he gets that. So at that point he just needs to go hard on skulls and then do go mode progression dungeons. Ooh. And nope, still has not found his 50 hint. We're pretty sure that SeYsEy genuinely doesn't know that he hasn't checked the river hint because he walked past it, like directly in front of it, several times and didn't check it. So he probably thinks he got it when he came through the first time. Yeah, he failed the hover's entry twice and landed directly in front of it.
Yeah, it was on his screen twice, and he just looked right past it. Didn't seem to care. Did he make a Jabu? Looks like a Jabu.
420, they do have to get 50 skulls, but at their skill level, it will not take them that long, especially because they're already... they have at least... SeYsEy has at least 20, and Mr. Mario's in the high 30s.
SeYsEy is making a Jabu play, so he's going to pass by it one more time, but I don't think he's going to stop.
Prelude was nice. Mr. Mario's on 45 skulls, my bad. Can't read, apparently. Right, come on. SeYsEy, like, he has to see it now or he's in trouble. Is he going for frogs? No, he's not.
No, he already did frogs.
Well... Oh, right, sorry, it's on OoT. He can't do frogs, too. Forget about that.
Yeah, that's just double defense.
For some reason, I thought he had all of them. But nope.
You can go low, he's playing the song.
But he has a song. So,
Which, if you're not trying to get the high ground check, it is quicker to play the song than carry the chicken. It is quite slow to float and fly down.
Come on, nope.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
You know, it was hope, but say D indeed for SeYsEy.
He's gonna feel so bad when he finds out where the hints were.
You almost feel bad telling him.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be Prelude and $5 for Mr. Mario.
All that work for a nice shirt and $5.
Prelude is nice to have, but not worth.
Yeah, with access to Ganon's castle. Well, they're not going back there to warp, but
yeah, Prelude would have been a lot better earlier, Shanahan, but he just needs to use his Ferraris, go to GTG.
he's not going to though, and it's his.
And SeYsEy sure did not check the hint, Anuncio. At this point, it's basically confirmed that he thinks he checked the river hint, but he didn't. So Medigoron, or suddenly remembering, is his only chance. Meanwhile, Mr. Mario is just not going back to GTG.
Just trying to get this over with before doing it.
I understand it, but it still kind of hurts. At least you can get this
point,
goal.
everything that you have and you know is pointing you towards Spirit Temple, so...
Yeah. GTG is Gerudo Training Grounds. It's the mini dungeon in the Gerudo Fortress. And that is where the Kokiri sword is, so Mr. Mario has to go there.
Now, he has been there already. He went there before, found the bottle with Rudo's letter, but he did not go far enough in that he found the Kokiri sword.
Yeah, he didn't have as many items back then, so he's just sort of left. And now he needs to go back.
But something nice that you can do in the randomizer is you can place Roar's Wind in any dungeon and warp to it from inside any other dungeon.
And,
it does not work through time, but it does work across the map. So.
Yeah, the longer Mr. Mario takes, the more time he has for SeYsEy to pull off a miraculous turnaround. But SeYsEy is not gonna get 50 skulls without getting a hint. That's just not something you do.
There are a few on the way here in Jabu which aren't too terrible to get, which might save him a little bit, but this dungeon is completely pointless. The only thing we know is in here is a wallet.
Yeah. It is not impossible for either Mario to royally screw up or SeYsEy to have a miraculous realization, because SeYsEy is ahead in terms of items and progression, but the longer it goes that SeYsEy doesn't realize that he missed that hint, the less and less likely it gets that he can pull this off.
So I'm thinking
And
what
that
Mr.
is
Mario
50.
planning right now is I'm going to get the Dins, I'm going to dip into Shadow, hope for vanilla hover boots, and if not, I'm just going to, while I'm in there, warp out with Fora's Wind. That would
I sure hope so.
That would be my plan if I was him.
Yeah. I think that is a very good plan, and hopefully that's what he does. Yeah, so this is not like 100% confirmed Mr. Mario win, but it would take a very surprising turn of events in either direction.
Shanahan hover boots are in the wasteland. Shanahan, sorry. I'm Shanahan. My bad.
Alright, yeah, he's got Furores on one of his C buttons, so he's gonna warp out if this isn't progression. Yeah, Deku is short and won't give him any bait items, so even if he does, and he has to do it either way, so even if he doesn't do Wasteland now, it won't hurt him too badly.
As long as he drops Roar's Wind back in GTG so he can get back to the desert as quick as he left it.
Right, and let's see, we haven't seen any of Shadow yet. What's this one check gonna be? Key.
That's good. You want keys early. The more keys you get early, boss and possibly a boss key, you can just skip the end part. You don't have to worry.
Yeah. Alright. Scary Boy really came through for us the first time. What's the second one got? No. Requiem's on Burning Cack. What's it called? Sun Song, Wind and Desert. I don't know how I forgot the word sun. It's a 3-letter word, but...
Yeah, there's a lot of 3-letter words, so you could get it all confused with other things.
And Scary Boy just had arrows, and here we go.
In the room where he needs it, where he,
And he's got
came
a
here
shot
before
this
to
time.
headshot. Yeah, so...
Yep, and that's true. Usually songs are hard means they're hard to play. They're also hard to say. And I'm pretty good fatigue-wise. I do a lot more Freaky Fridays than regulars, and Freaky Fridays are usually like 4 to 7 hours, so I'm used to going a lot longer than this.
Yeah, this seed's not going to take forever. There's still a good chance, probably around 310, I would say, depending on Mr. Mario's direction.
It's also, because this is a bracket match, we don't have to wait for everybody to finish. It's just over as soon as somebody finishes. And that's usually what takes the longest on like weeklies or Freaky Fridays, is you have to wait for everybody on Restream to finish. And so like if one person, you know, forgets the 50 skull hint, it takes half an hour longer than everyone else, you still gotta sit there. Yeah, that's the real feels bad man thing though, is SeYsEy would almost definitely have won if he found the hint sooner.
Simple mistake, but it's costing him so much.
This is the kind of thing that gets you checks named after you, like the TARDIS. SeYsEy still has like a bit more stuff that he could check before. The backstory of the TARDIS is it's the wooden crate on the top of the graveyard ledge. A player called the 10th Doctor lost a match, legendarily lost a match because it had the boomerang in it, but he thought it was a stick and didn't pick it up. And, the 10th Doctor's box, the TARDIS. This worked out really well.
But that is a pretty quick Jabu. It's empty. It's not going to give him anything. But
and yeah, the TARDIS is the 10th Doctor is a character from Doctor Who. The TARDIS is the name of his spaceship, which is a box. The TARDIS is the name of that specific check. There's no real word for missing something that makes you lose, but sometimes when people make a really bad mistake, they end up getting that check named after them. So there's like a couple of other checks that some people call after certain players because they missed.
Actually,
like ATZ Grotto or Trent's Pot or Juke's Wall. And there's the Kokiri sword for Mr. Mario. Yeah, some people do use the word dingusing for just missing something that you shouldn't have missed, like, seeing a boomerang as a stick or thinking you got a hint but you didn't. Some people call it dingusing or dingus-braining.
Oh wait, is he gonna do it? Alright. He has 3 keys. He knows that, alright, he's dropping the Furrow's Wind in the entrance. This is good.
Good.
What do you want to see from Mr. Mario?
Yeah, either we want him to go Wasteland or go Kokiri, but come back here.
4 keys. He can check the center chest.
Yeah, that's true. Trent's pot was just named after that because he rolled seeds with stuff in the pot a bunch of times.
Disproportionate.
No, you're right, Motila. That is fine.
All those keys for Ruby. Now, yeah, he's making the Deku play now. Prelude makes this fine.
Oh no, Rob Dog, you got eliminated by hovers in the pot rolled by Trent. Well, I did it.
Get to blame Trent in chat for that one.
SeYsEy is missing Din's fire. It's on 50 skulls. He missed the hint. One of them was on Medigoron, which he just, didn't do, and the other one he thinks he got, but he didn't. So yeah, SeYsEy is very screwed right now. It's not impossible that he could have a moment of clarity and go and find out, and if that happens, he is ahead in terms of progression, but he's pretty screwed.
Medigoron
Medigoron
will get you the giant's knife.
Yeah, he's the big Goron, but not the big one. He's the one that's inside, not the one that's outside. Yeah, skipping the Medigoron hint, very understandable. The river one is a feels bad man. He's still ahead in progression in terms of hovers, and he's done one more dungeon. Although I guess he's done Deku, but Mario's done Fire. But the hovers is still something that Mario needs to get.
He checked Wasteland and did that progression all the way through, which is a little disappointing that he didn't. SeYsEy's back in. Is he checking toilet?
Probably.
SeYsEy's checking toilet, yeah.
Are we gonna get a toilet check? I think that's the only thing in here he hasn't checked.
He has 1 extra key, so he knows it's an item. Or
I think VXR said that it's a key.
is it a key?
I don't know, I just trust VXR. I wasn't counting. The toilet is the name for the check that you're about to see here on SeYsEy's side. It's a water thingy that swirls, so we call it a toilet.
Or a thingy that swirls and it's always filled with shit.
And also clams for some reason.
Yeah.
I hope your toilet doesn't have spiky clams that attack you.
Well, not tonight, but...
Only sometimes. You gotta watch out for the toilet clams. They're gonna get you.
They're delicious and sometimes they fight back.
Yeah, I feel like inside your toilet's a place you really don't want sharp clams attacking you. Yeah, we are still missing both scales, which is pretty wild considering how much of the seed we've checked.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to where they could be at this point.
Me too. They could just both be in Shadow, but... or Child Spirit. Oh, toilet was not a key. It wasn't useful. Yeah, I've heard
I thought I
this
counted
enemy
that it
raid
was an item.
really... Gold Scale and Bongo could be. Yeah, they could also be in Water Temple.
Although SeYsEy did check a good part of Water Temple. He did, he did quite a few checks in there, so... This play by Mr. Mario, I completely understand it. It just feels so bad because of what we know. If it wasn't for this, he would have just been able to skip straight to Goma, not waste any time on these checks.
Yeah. He's not losing any time because SeYsEy full cleared Deku as well. It's just, he could be saving some time. Nope, SeYsEy still doesn't know about the skulls. He is... At this point, he thinks that he got the river one because he keeps walking past it and not checking it. And Medigoron is Medigoron.
He's only at 21 skulls now. He's probably realized it's probably on skulls. He just started collecting again.
Although that one was just kind of along the way.
He stopped for such a long time.
Yeah, and he's going for this one up here too.
He's making the realization that I'm missing 50 and
I've neglected it. If he hard commits to this, he still does have a chance depending on what Mr. Mario does in terms of going Wasteland.
The position of for
and he has Sun Song, so that's going to make collecting them a lot easier.
Very true. Very true. He has yet to do Fire, which has a decent amount of them. So... It's a long shot, but...
Yeah. Mr. Mario would have to do something silly. But you never know. We've already had one racer do something silly in this race. Yeah, exactly. It's a race to see if SeYsEy can hard commit to unhinted 50 skulls before Mr. Mario goes to unhinted Wasteland.
It's a location that Mr. Mario dropped his Furor's Wind. It's very unlikely at this point. If he he's preluding now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty likely that Mr. Mario is... If Mario loses, recalling the Wasteland check Mario World.
Yes, perfect. I'm totally down for that one, but... Again, it seems to be that the blessing is going to be that Burning Cack, hard-locked by Shadow, is going to be probably a saving grace for these runners because they're not just going to warp it right to Spirit.
Yeah, being really inconvenient is saving them here. Otherwise, nobody's going Wasteland.
Oh no, SeYsEy. Oh, now he's checking these kids. GC Way of the Hero.
There's our second cannons.
Yep.
Are we missing any hints? completely forgotten.
I think that's everything. We got our sometimes, we got our all the skulls, we got all of our way the heroes.
And we're gonna see the toilet again.
Are we? Or do you just... Oh, I guess we are. Yeah.
I don't see what... Oops.
Might have missed out on the rightmost chest in the maze.
Maybe.
Just because of, he didn't have the hook shot, so he only had one key.
He's getting the rupees, though.
Yeah, he's doing toilet.
Yeah, this is 50% bad luck and 50%, as people say, dingus braining. One of them was on Medigoron, which is very easy and understandable to skip. That's pure luck. The river hint was just, he made a silly mistake. He thought he checked it, but he didn't.
He made a silly mistake multiple times. No, nothing in toilet, just a bomb refill.
And yeah, don't... Make sure that people are, like, okay with it, and it's in the spirit of fun if you name something after somebody. If they genuinely are really unhappy about it. And then everyone's always like, hey, remember that time you missed that? That would suck.
I don't think it would be too much of an issue in this match. It is upper bracket. No one's losing the tournament because of it, but it does hurt quite a bit.
And they still might not want to be reminded of it all the time. It's definitely like, if they're along with it and they think it's fun for everybody. But it could be, bullying someone if they're not having fun too. All right, come on. You got this, Mr. Mario.
Left.
Yes.
Where are you going?
Oh.
Oh, he's checking hammer
rocks. Doing hammer rocks. That makes sense. And he's already done he came to Valley's Child, so he's not in danger of jumping off. Steve is a good name. Steve is the name of a chest that was just named Steve. It's not named after anyone, it's just Steve.
I don't remember which one's Steve.
It's the one in the well in the Dead Hand room that isn't Dead Hand.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I forget who it was that named it, but they just decided to call it Steve and it stuck.
So SeYsEy's right next to the stone again. He's collecting the 50 skulls. Anyway, but...
Yeah, the SeYsEy is behind. He's ahead on progression a little bit, but he missed the hint that Din's Fire, which is hard required this seed, was on 50 skulls. At this point, he's just going, I have nothing left, it has to be, but he is behind on that. He also has to do all of Fire Temple, which is very long in this seed.
Yeah, Boss Key is on highest goal run, so...
I think they both named their save files like SeYsEy versus Mr. Mario, so it is confusing. The windows are not swapped. Oh, he's equipping fire arrows. He's gonna do it.
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, that's once he hits that, he's in full go mode.
Come on! He sees it. He saw the stone.
Ignored the stone.
He saw the stone. He remembered that he missed it. I don't think he can come back at this point since Mr. Mario is just about to get his go mode item, and is ahead in terms of like Fire Temple, but yeah, that has to be so. Go mode is when you have all the items you need and you just have to get it done.
Everything you need, just finish out the dungeons and leave it and beat Ganon.
Oh, buy some shoes.
Yep, money.
Yeah, you have the money, you don't know you're about to be go mode. Yeah. So, go mode is when you have literally everything you need. You just have to finish off whatever dungeons you have left. No mode is when you don't have everything, but you know where it is. And glow mode is when you have everything except for the light arrows, because those have a guaranteed hint of exactly where they are on Ganon. You can be in no mode as a player. SeYsEy is in no mode right now. He knows where Din's is, he just doesn't have it. SeYsEy's also in oh no mode. And that is go mode. It is... I think people don't agree whether you have to literally have everything in your pockets for it to be go mode, or whether you can be in no mode where you know where it is.
I'm in the camp of having it in your pockets.
Yeah, so am I. At least in a case like this, where, like, there is a long time between finding out you have to do 50 skulls and having the item from 50 skulls. If it's like, you know, it's in Sun Songgrave and you're like, oh, just gotta run over there, sure, that's go mode. But there is a big difference between I've completed 50 skulls and I know I have to complete 50 skulls. Yeah, oh no mode is when you realize you screwed up and you're in trouble.
No mode is realizing I should have been collecting skulls.
Oh no mode is it's nearly 3 hours in and I just found out it's a 50 skull seed. Yeah, this has been like 95% sure Mr. Mario was gonna win ever since SeYsEy missed the hint. But there was always a chance that he would go back and get it. Well, there's the first scale. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Mario has done a lot of unnecessary stuff that gave SeYsEy potential time to catch up.
Yeah, SeYsEy made a good play going early towards Spirit Temple, which gave him the hover boots. But the problem with that is he also went fully in hard commit and did Spirit Temple as well. At least a good portion of it. He didn't full clear, but he did do enough that it took up quite a bit of time, hoping to find Din's Fire.
And he still has to do all of Fire because the key was on highest score on. And that's 35.
No.
Oh yeah, bottle percent.
Hey, that's nice.
The shadow milk puts us at bottle percent, all 4 bottles.
Not what you want to find. You want to find small keys. Leave all the items for the end of this dungeon.
Yeah. We also found a scale. My prediction scales in shadow is at least partially right. Yep, we're still missing Winter Heart Piece. Winter Heart Piece is the heart piece that you usually get from doing the treasure chest game. It's a unique heart piece that the text box says winner. And meme percent is when you is just a joke fun thing for chat where you want to see them collect all of these items that do nothing but are funny.
Such items include the Stone of Agony, Nara's Love, Ice Arrows, the Winter Heart Piece, and the rupee we affectionately call Greg. And people debate whether or not double damage is part of that. Double defense is part of it.
So we, except for double defense, well, there's the Stone of Agony, speaking of meme percent. The bunny hat is not because it is actually useful. Actually, just in a recent match, we had someone get the bunny hood and use it to her advantage.
Yes, Big Kitty Rose.
Wait, that was the Winter Heart Piece and I missed it? No, I always miss the Winter Heart Piece. Greg is the green rupee of eternal glory. It's the one single green rupee in the item pool.
So you normally find it early on in Mido's house. It's the only one that's in a chest. Well, early boss key, but you're still probably going to have to look for another. I think you need 2 more small keys.
Oh, was Mr. Mario one of the people who used Funny Foot? I didn't see that. I only saw Pink Kitty Rose do it. Oh, rip. People like to joke that Greg is the validation check, that your run's not valid if you don't find it. That is completely a joke, though, just to be clear. You don't have to find Greg to have completed your run. It's just
Greg has replaced our validation chest, which was the old boss key for Ganon, which was logically past where anything could really appear. But now that can actually be a chest, actually be a progression item.
And Greg is a very divisive meme. Some people in the community really like it, and some people really hate it. It looks like... Oh yeah, happy 3 hours! We are not done, but getting pretty close.
Yeah, we're very close at this rate.
Mr. Mario just has to finish Shadow and then go beat Ganon.
With Prelude, he's going to get back there quick.
Yeah, every seed can sub 4.
As we saw yesterday.
This one is definitely going to sub 4. There's no way it takes another entire hour for Mr. Mario to do this. That really awkward camera angle on SeYsEy. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was interesting to say the least.
Wow, those magic jars on Mr. Mario's side, that really is Mountain Dew color.
It is.
You guys were right.
Mountain Dew or Surge.
Some flavors of Gatorade.
Ooh, yes, the lemon lime one. That kind of works for that too.
That's my favorite. I don't really drink Gatorade, but lemon lime is my favorite flavor of everything.
I could appreciate that.
I just like citrus fruits. Oh no, chat is debating the best meme now. Whenever you bring up Greg, everyone gets really heated about memes.
Are we keeping this conversation to just Zooter memes, or are we going into the greater Zelda fandom here?
What do you mean by on the citrus ladder, Mochila? I know of one citrus ladder from ye olde internet, but is that the one you mean? Also, I really enjoy how if you stand in the right part of the boat, the Stalfos just falls off and dies.
Yeah, I always find it weird that a lot of runners still fight the Stalfos when you can just have them fall right off, not even worry. And again, it's more interesting to fight them than to watch them fall.
And it's more convenient to just not have to deal with them though.
Lucked out with small keys, didn't have to do the back of
Yeah.
Shadow.
Also, to answer question earlier, there's pretty much no way that Mr. Mario is going to lose at this point. He's just... That 50 skull hint just absolutely destroyed SeYsEy.
Unless he dies to Bongo.
I still think even then, SeYsEy has to do all of fire.
True.
Plus all of shadow.
Yeah, right now it's just a prelude away. There's not even a prelude, 2 Iron Knuckles, and the reincarnation of Demise. I wonder how Mr. Mario feels. Does he feel like this race is close?
I think at this point you probably just don't know. Like, at 3 hours it does start getting kind of scary, but also it's a 50 skull race, so like, that's pretty understandable.
Left behind a full heart container, which would have been an HP refill for him. He's chilling at half hearts right now. I'm sure that he's confident that he can do this whole area without getting hit, but getting hit once by an Iron Knuckle and then again by Ganon would knock him out.
And yeah, Felix, he finally found the hint. Oh, I should have looked at what time he got it, but it was very recently.
Catfish, you don't know yet. But it's most likely.
About 252 to 257. Cool. I think that's a big feels bad, man.
Especially when you stop collecting. Like,
yeah.
He was doing so well with them before too. He had even without knowing the hint, he had the lead on it for the longest time.
He did. To be fair, Mr. Mario did toilet as well, looking for hovers and Kokiri sword. Yeah, you know it's not a good race when toilet gets checked by both runners and it's not, GTG Way the hero. Also, that hot pink Goron tunic. I like it with the blue shield. It's a good aesthetic.
Definitely. It's a...
Stamina J, Din's Fire is on 50 skulls. SeYsEy did not find out about that until about 3 hours in. Mr. Mario found out about like half an hour in. Yeah, the fact that he started gathering skulls for 50 skulls without having seen the hint means, like, he had nothing left.
It started becoming...
That is some Monka-esque health for Mr. Mario there. One more hit from the Knuckles would have killed him.
Yep. He can survive one punch by Ganon. I think that deals 2 hearts, but... I love that Iron Knuckles deal more damage than any boss in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, and his health is fine because Ganondorf is gonna, like, kill him because he's nice. But that Iron Knuckle fight was scary at the end. But he is good. I hope you guys aren't getting the gross, like, crunchy audio during some explosion effects for Mr. Mario. If you are, I apologize.
One cycle on that.
That was very nice. Yeah, I was hoping that you guys weren't hearing the audio issues. It's just for some explosion effect. Mario he's setting up, oh, what is SeYsEy doing? He is beating Fire Temple.
Now, I was only joking on spell here before when I said that this is probably going to end at around 310, but...
That was really good. That is like an impressive call. Yeah, so you win by beating Ganon. In order to get to Ganon, you have to get all of the medallions. The medallions are randomized among the dungeons, so it's not necessarily the same temples as it is in the main game, but you have to beat 6 of them, and you need whatever items it takes to beat those temples, plus you need the light arrows, bow, and magic to be able to kill Ganon. So like in this one of the medallions was on Deku Tree, so we had to do that, and then one of the stones was on Water Temple, so we didn't have to do that. And the items you need will vary. Like, we did not need the boomerang at all this speed because we didn't have to do Jabu. Mr. Mario never even got it. And get your GGs ready because it is going to be over very soon.
Just gotta line up the shot and skewer the piggy.
And there we go. We'll get an official time.
3:10:24.
3:10:24. Right as SeYsEy killed Volvagia. And we will find out if we're getting either of them for an interview in a minute. This is just a really big feels bad man for SeYsEy.
Yeah,
It's definitely good that because... I was gonna say, it's good, this is because this is like the winner bracket. He's not just out of the tournament now, but he was ahead in terms of like progression and execution and stuff, but he just didn't see the 50 skull hint for like 3 hours. Yeah, he was... Yeah. If he had seen that hint, he would have almost definitely won.
Yeah, he made some really smart decisions early on and lucked out finding the Kokiri sword and hover boots well before Mr. Mario did, which would have pointed him in the right direction.
Welcome, Plant. Mr. Mario just won. He was actually surprisingly close, but what decided it was that it was a 50 skull seed, and SeYsEy didn't find the hint until 3 hours in. That's what happened. And big feels bad, man.
And we're joined by Mr. Mario. GG, buddy.
GG.
Hello. GG's.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I was going into this match knowing that it was probably going to be a really close match, and then just hearing what happened to SeYsEy afterwards, just, oh man. It's like a big feels bad man.
It really was. I don't know if you heard, but what happened was he skipped Medigoron, understandable, but then he thought he got the river hint when he came through the first time as child, but he didn't, because I guess he... And did someone else just join?
SeYsEy has joined us as well.
Hello. GG.
Thank you. GG, Mr. Mario.
Thank you, GG's.
So that 50 skull hint.
Yeah, that's too bad. I was playing pretty well until that, but yeah, actually it never happened to me not having the hint, the 50 skull hint, and having something in it. So I didn't believe in 50 skulls during the whole seed, so I was pretty much like, oh, I have all the hints. I'm not gonna read them. But yeah, I had that in mind when I was in Jabu. I think I was like, maybe it's 50 skull actually. No, not when I was doing skull mask and chickens. I was like, there is 50 skull still. But until that, I was ignoring it.
Would you like to know where the other copy of the 50 skull hint was?
Sure.
It was Medigoron.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
Mario
that
actually
hurts
got
me
that
even
one
more
first.
actually, because I really wanted to do it, but I had 5 bombs at that point,
Oh man.
Oh.
and I was like, maybe I'm gonna be short in bombs, so I choose to not do it.
I think after I did the Medigorn hint, I had to buy bombs because I was so low.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It was actually very close. You say that you had more items up until very close to the end. It was mainly just the 50 skulls that decided it.
Yeah, I had the Inspire left like really early on. I found Overboots pretty early, right after GTG, and I really thought I was doing well at that time. I felt ahead, and yeah, at that point I was like, okay, that's the whole seed open for just one item, but yeah.
So did you do Hookshot GTG?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Did you do anything past needing the hookshot in GTG without it? Did you go clear on your first hit, basically?
Yeah, I full cleared them except for toilets.
SeYsEy had the hook shot first time he went.
Oh.
Yeah, I have the hookshot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the golds in the Southern Hyrule Field Grotto would be something that might not have for a while, because I didn't get it until after dipping GTG without hookshot and leaving FW.
I was about to do GTG.
Yeah,
I was about to do GTG, and I did Hyrule Fielding on the way, so
Okay.
I had found Strength 3, so I went back to Ganon's Castle.
One thing I did want to comment on, Mr. Mario, is one thing that seemed to make a huge difference, because we're talking about GTG, was your excellent routing with Aurora's Wind.
Yeah.
The way that you played around that made such a huge difference, and I just want to commend you. I was wondering how you were thinking and planning with that, with your plays. Do you have any memories thinking with Aurora's Wind on what you were going to do with it? Any times you were second guessing yourself and wanted to put it somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I just put Ferrari's Wind in GTG because that was the only place that was awkward to get to. I was definitely thinking about getting rid of it when I fell off the top of the maze in fire.
Oh, that
I was like, oh man, I have to go all the way back around. Yeah. If I were to play the seed again, I would definitely do GTG before Ice.
Yeah, it got actually pretty intense towards the end because you had the 50 skull hint, but you were missing 2 items. You were missing Kokiri's sword and hover boots, and SeYsEy had everything except for Din's, but hadn't found the hint yet. And it was basically a race to see who. And you were like, going ice and stuff, and it was a race to see who figured out where they needed to go first.
Yeah, I figured it would be something like that. I figured that SeYsEy would have all the items before I had like hover boots. Because I was going through Shadow, I'm like, why isn't he finishing? He should be finishing now. But
You also both got very bailed by Requiem on Burning Cack, because it forced you to go through the wasteland.
yeah.
I can't imagine you would have done Wasteland nearly as early if you'd gotten Requiem.
No, probably not. I would have probably done the Spirit first.
SeYsEy actually did do most of Spirit.
Yeah, I stopped in Spirit when I knew it was out of logic without Requiem. So I did like the main room and left after that.
Makes sense.
Let's look on to the future a little bit. This is not either of your last races now, since this was upper bracket. Mr. Mario, you are possibly going up against either Marco or the Salty Sponge. Who are you
boy.
pulling for in the next match? Who do you want to be facing off against in upper bracket round 3?
Well, you see, I really wanted to make it to this matchup because I feel like I haven't had a chance to 1v1 Marco before, so I think that would be really fun if Marco wins. But I think I've 1v1 Salty Sponge before. I've definitely 1v1 Sponge before, and he's always a good opponent to go up against. Like, there was like a couple races where we did back-to-back where we were a minute apart, so I feel like either of the matches I think would be a good match, but I think I'd prefer Marco, because I haven't 1v1'd him before.
We'll see if that comes true. And SeYsEy, you're up either against Keizo Bro or Sanzo. Are any preferences on those opponents, or are you just good with whoever at this point?
Actually, both are French, so it will be fun no matter what. French war. But I don't know. I prefer playing versus the best player of all, so I think Keizo is a bit better than Sanzo. So maybe I would choose Keizo, but I'm totally okay playing versus Sanzo.
Nice.
Good to hear. Glad that
We won't tell Sanzo that you thought he wasn't as good. That was it. That was like surprisingly close race, though, considering that one of you took like 2.5 hours longer to get the hard required 50 skull hint.
I think I was pretty far behind. Like, I was 25 minutes behind, something like that. I had still 10 skull to grab plus shadow plus the end. So yeah, I was pretty far.
It did
Yeah, I think if you got
100%
the
come
hint,
down
you
to
definitely win this.
it did 100% come down to who figured out where they needed to go first.
Yeah.
Like, if you
that's
had
too
gotten
bad.
the hint before Mr. Mario had figured out where he needed to go, you, depending on how much earlier, you would have had a very good shot at winning. You were definitely ahead in like items for a while.
Yeah, okay. That's too bad, but okay. I will win in loser bracket then.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Do you have any more questions for each other or for us? Any other questions about the seed or anything? Any last thoughts?
I don't think so.
I don't think so too.
All right, that's my cue to take it over. We got one more match coming up later today. It's a losers bracket round 1 with Mr. Martin versus Vodzilla, and that is at 11 p.m. Eastern.
Ooh, boy,
that's-
late night.
That's gonna
Yeah,
be
stay
a
tuned for that
spicy
one.
match.
It'll be on this channel as well.
I know we've got a lot more stuff going on this weekend. So many races.
Sorry, I had to fix something real quick.
You're good.
After that, we have a OOT item randomizer match tomorrow at 11 a.m. and that one's Kevin818 versus Fanta Tanked. So that one is also that one is a winners bracket round 2, and the one later today is a losers bracket round 1. And then later that day we've got 2 more matches: losers bracket round 1, Casey Necro versus Gavroni, and Dare Devin X versus Zupal. So definitely stick around tomorrow, and on Sunday we've got a bunch more matches too. So very hyped things coming up. Everyone be sure to follow all the trackers and the comms and the runners. I'll throw those commands in there. My other seed was Marco versus Gavroni. If you guys want to watch that one, it's actually a really good match if you haven't seen it.
I'm definitely gonna watch that.
I'm tired of my voice yet.
And shout out to the trackers Steve Master 92 and K Sinja, and our runners MrMario7788 and SeYsEy. Our restreamer Angry Demon Noises. My co-commentator Joe dies at the end.
And the one only Banana Lord commenting with me.
Thank you.
But yeah, thanks so much, everyone. And I will go ahead and send you guys over to Jacob. He's doing a randomizer as well. It's the only one with the speedrun tag. So I went for that one. But thanks, everyone.
Thank you. And GG to both runners. That was a really exciting race.
Looking forward to both of you. So